That's on default for some reason. So is it this one? No, it's not that one. They can hear us, but it's just not the right one. Boom! She's being weird. The actual audio's on. She's just a wackadoodle.
Anyways, hi everybody. How was your weekend?
I had a great entrance, too.
He even remembered the date. And what day it was.
I was like, it's Monday, October 16th. And broken.
Anyways, thanks, Nicola, for telling us we didn't have any audio.
Yeah,
when it popped up into the thing, so Travis will shut down these computers sometimes, and when they restart the program, sometimes I'll restart in default settings, and not all the time do they set up in default. Usually they come back with the normal settings, but this time it didn't, so that was what happened.
It was a stupendous intellect.
Happens every once in a while.
They kept Sami Zayn. I figured they'd release him after getting rid of Kevin Owens. I don't know what they're going to do with him.
They moved him to SmackDown.
Kevin Owens.
That's what I said.
Well, I know, but Sami's trash without
his helpers.
Yeah, he's got a Kevin Owens shirt on. That's how much he's milking it.
He's like, I miss my friend, man.
No entrance music, no pop. Look at the audience. They're like, what's this guy?
Who is this person? I didn't even know who he was. People had to tell me. Anyways, we've got people in our chat. Hey, people in the chat.
Party people!
Nice to see ya. Anyways, how was everybody's weekend? Did you guys have a good weekend? Travis said we had a good weekend and that he watched a lot of boxing and fake boxing on Saturday. I went and watched a play on Saturday night, so all that fun stuff. Anyways, Walter is in the chat. Pete Cole is with us. Harley, Robert Warney is with us. Sophie is out there. Chris Akane is with us. Hey, guys. Good to see you tonight. Walter says, hey, Travis. Hey, Daphne. Raw tonight. Pete Cole says, good evening, Gaga Gang Gabsters, Gabbers. And Harley says, hello, friends. Robert says, what it do, my good people? Sophie says, hi, how was your weekend?
Woo!
Sami Zayn is doing the Open the Show tonight, talking about Kevin probably. And then Piccolo told us there was no audio, which I thank you for that very much.
Should have it.
And then asked to blink twice if you were okay. I blinked multiple times, so I'm not sure if he got my message that I was being held hostage and needed help. So he says, why are you guys on mute? Well, we just wanted to mime everything tonight. So he says, how did Travis mess up the live this time? He didn't. It was just a default setting, unfortunately, that stuck this time. Peel's like, I hear the birdie, and Walter says, good matches tonight. And Peel's like, wonderful, and laughing faces. So he says, looking like we might get Ray versus Logan Paul for Crown Jewel for the U.S. Championship.
Yeah, did you see that after his match? He called him out.
He did. Well, it says, better hear you guys. Sami Zayn promo time. And Chris says, Logan Paul being a poser challenging Ray for U.S. title, probably for Saudi Arabia. So he says, I thought you guys were playing some sort of joke on us without the audio. We'll save that for April 1st. Piccolo says, starting off with an old Canadian. Yeah, with his little beady eyes and floppy head.
We'll have to get some software or something so we're speaking in a different language.
Oh, that'd be funny.
And then do it on April Fool's Day.
Harley says, watching Detroit Red Wings hockey game tonight. Nice. Sophie says, Logan Paul called out Ray at the boxing pay-per-view. Yeah, he did. And Chris says, on a better note, I will be at AEW Dynamite and Rampage this Wednesday. Hopefully I will get to see Sky Blue. Are you going to actually be there?
That's pretty cool.
Awesome, Chris. Make a sign and say hi to us in the audience. Take a sign with you.
Oh, Lord.
Say, hello, Wrestling Gab.
There's an elephant. You're retiring.
There's an elephant in the ring? Where? And of course, if anybody cares to know, there is Monday Night Football on tonight as well. Walter says,
the reason he got traded is because of Cody.
Oh, Walter says, okay, at 9:05, I'm going to be here Wednesday for AEW Still in Chat for Bingo. Watch college football and AEW Collision on the weekend. I'm good. Good deal, Walter. And Chris says, put Game 3 is going to be fucked because Scherzer is starring. So he says, at least we didn't see a Kevin turn on Sammy with Kevin going to SmackDown. And Walter says Gunther needs to lose the IC belt.
No, they didn't. They just wrestled night one of WrestleMania. Calm down.
Sophie says Ray versus Logan Paul. I wonder who is going to win that match and how that affects the future plans for after that Saudi Arabia pay-per-view. I don't know, and I kind of don't care.
What was it?
Ray versus Logan Paul, who is going to win that match, how it will affect future plans for after the Saudi Arabia pay-per-view.
I mean, I don't want to see Ray be champion, so almost anybody is fine.
Yeah, why not?
It's just too old.
No, I meant why not somebody else?
Oh.
Why not Logan Paul? Have him be the champion for a few months or so. Chimichanga in our chat. Hey, Chimmy says Nick Aldis in WWE Fire. Yeah, he is now the GM of Smacketh the Downeth. Yeah, all those people
so
not in
Canada.
Canada.
Call out Cody because it's Cody's fault.
Oh, goody.
Oh, more Judgment Day crap.
Oh, yay, Judgment Day. I'm going to have a banana.
Is it going to be Dominic? Are they going to give him the North American Championship?
This is the last thing you need.
It's fine. Now it's a threesome, and then Cody and...
It's a threesome.
And the Uso will be there. Yeah, but the Judgment Day.
He's so weird.
Is he, though? I feel like Cody and the Usos there. Yes. Since forever. One of the thorns has been removed. Except for they are on both brands all the time.
Mm.
Yeah, tag team idiots.
So he says WWE was interested in bringing back Mickie James for a third time to work with her husband Nick Aldis. Chris doesn't want to see Gunther versus Logan Paul for an IC title and US title unifying match inside a steel cage. Interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I guess, but Logan's a different type of athlete. I feel like what we're going to see tonight is more of Gunther's pace, Bronson Reed and such.
Peagle says, wonder if Nick Aldis will get physical and lay some boots in the ring. I don't know.
I hope so at some point. He looks like a pretty big guy. That's what I was waiting for if he came to WWE, how big he looks.
Right.
He looks pretty big. So.
Harley says, so does Sami Zayn join Judgment? No. Nah.
Nah.
Sophie says, do you think if Sami and Kevin didn't lose the tag team championships, would Kevin still be traded to SmackDown? I have no idea.
No.
Chimmy says, do you see Priest as a main event talent?
No. He's had a couple opportunities. He has been a champion before, not a world champion, but a mid-card title holder. And he just didn't last very long. It was all fart, no poop.
True. Robbie says, yo, what you saying, Gabites? Not much, Robbie. What are you up to? How was your stint in London? So he says sometimes general managers do end up wrestling on WWE TV or pay-per-views. I know that we did see Adam Pearce get out there one particular time. I don't remember what it was for or why, but he was out in the ring that one time.
Sony did it a couple times too.
And wrestled. It's Jay. He's going to
like
come out and help him. He's coming with a chair.
He's coming out with furniture.
He means business.
He's a furniture mover.
He's like, I'm going to make it official. I'm going to throw a fucking chair.
Oh, he gave Sammy a chair.
Make it official.
Watch Sammy hit him with a chair. He's behind him.
Why would he hit him with a chair?
So Finn's telling him all to get down, but look at him. Watch it. Watch it. Watch it. Oh, no. Or Jay hits him. There's just built-in drama all over the place. I still feel like there's going to be somebody's going to get whacked with a chair. Maybe a tag team match later on tonight, I guess. Built-in drama, and they didn't even take care of it. Sammy's worthless without Kevin. Or the bloodline. I guess they put him back with the bloodline.
They're like, here's Jay. He's part of your bloodline.
They put him back with the bloodline. He threw his chair down because he's upset. He's upset because Kevin got traded for him. Boo!
Why are we booing?
Nobody likes Sammy.
Where's the other guy? Why is only Kevin Patrick there? What's happening? What is happening? Where's Michael Cole? Where's Michael Cole?
He's in the back. He's going to be an interviewer.
Why do we have to listen to Kevin Patrick?
What are your goals?
Oh, no!
Oh.
Ricochet got him last Monday.
Boo for Ricochet.
Sophie says, Kurt Angle as well for that general manager's wrestling. Robbie says, stint in London was good. Enjoyed a bit of women's football. Congratulations. So he says, Nick Aldis is a general manager. Surprising move, though I thought he wanted to wrestle in the ring.
I'm sure he will.
Who will fill the hole that Kevin Owens left with Jay teaming with Cody now. And Michael Cole, wow, this is his third show in his 25-year history of the WWE. Chris says Bailey is attacking Michael Cole in the back. Is that what's happening with Michael Cole? I was wondering, Chris. He wasn't out there. It was weird. Brandon says Jade Cargill is NXT. Nah, why would she go to NXT? What a waste of her time.
She has too much talent.
We have Shinsuke talking about somebody he's going to smash like a bug on the dirty floor. I don't know who it was. I don't know if it was Ricochet he's yakking about smashing like a dirty bug or what.
It's exactly who it is. Ricochet.
Rob is like, Cole took the night off. That's a possibility, I guess. Sophie says, I guess Michael Cole had something else to do tonight. How dare he have a life?
Maybe he's just on SmackDown. I have no idea what's happening with Michael. Maybe they promoted him. Now he's president of talent. Corey Graves can carry us into 2024. We don't need Cole. Oh, wait,
Except for Raw sex butthole with Kevin Patrick and fucking Wade Barrett. So it says, so from Seth, now Shinsuke is going back to the guy he was feuding with before his feud with Seth. Sure. Oh, it's a false count anywhere.
It can literally happen anywhere, even in the toilet.
It's going to be so exciting. This match is going to take forever. Congratulations.
Well, maybe it'll get that first hour over with.
Robbie says, Raw, 3 hours of joy. That's the positivity we need, Robbie.
Happy, happy, joy, joy.
So it says they have plenty of announcers to choose from, and they choose Kevin Patrick. I don't know why they choose this guy. I feel like...
Bring out Booker T, baby!
Oh, God, no.
Might as well.
Why would you do something so terrible?
They're going to do Booker T and what's her name? Beth. Just take us to the new millennium.
They're like, sorry, Beth, we can't give you a job anymore. Your husband defected.
She needs to be disinfected.
People says, Rick O'Shea. Does this aerial Irishman have a chance in the first match of the night?
Rick O'Shea. Well, I hope Shinsuke wins. But yeah, I mean, Ricochet has a chance, but I don't want him to win. That Irishman. Rick O'Shea. Look at the Chargers playing in their old jerseys from the 80s, 90s. Wake up, wake up. It's the first of the month. All right, here comes them Cowboys. Sorry, I'm watching some football too. Wales vagina versus America's team. San Diego. It means a whale's vagina.
I understand that part, but the other part is blasphemy of not.
It's America's thing. That's what they're called.
No.
Yeah, it is. I didn't make up that. Make up shit like that.
You would. You say garbage like that all the time. With your fandom of Dominic Mysterio.
I can't help that he's the greatest North American champion of all time. There hasn't been very many of them. How about this? Name me a better North American champion.
A better one? Wasn't Damien at one point?
I don't think so.
Yes, he was.
I don't think
When he was in the hot tub and he won, because he didn't win the main one, he was the North American champion of NXT. So yes, he was way better.
Is that the title he had?
Yeah, he had the title, and he he was in like the hot tub with the girls and stuff like that. He didn't have the main one. I thought it was just the North American one.
I thought there was another title down there, but yeah, it probably is that one.
Because I don't think that he got pushed to the main title.
I know he didn't win the main. I'm just saying, I thought there was another title down there. You think Dominic's not as good as Damien as champion? He's a 2-time champion.
I don't give a shit. He's way better.
It's cool that you knew another champion, though. Ate my words. The Royal Rumble tickets go on sale soon, if not already today. Nope, this Friday.
So it says, our Corey Graves are put Byron back on the commentary team for the night. Robbie says, why Ricochet? Oh dear. Pickle's like, there was never a time I rooted for the Cowboys. Chris says, Travis, do you think Will Ospreay can be a bigger star if he came over to AEW or WWE instead of being New Japan?
Yes. Either one of those two. So yes.
Robbie's like, nah, that's your fandom of condom. Pickle's like, but so many friends and family make it apparent that they enjoy America's team. Sophie says, I like when Nick Aldis said to Dom that I'm a big fan of your dad.
Yeah, because he is. A lot of people are. Uh-oh, Dak got sacked for like a 12-yard loss. It's not because of him, it's because of Cody.
Harley says the Detroit Lions are tied for first place in the whole entire National Football League.
Wait a second, so the Eagles lost? Did the Jets beat the Eagles? Because they were undefeated.
Oh, they were undefeated too, huh?
Yeah, because the 49ers lost, but I didn't think the Jets would beat the Eagles.
I didn't think that whoever won against the 49ers would win either, but they did.
The Browns are great.
Don't lie.
They have a backup quarterback. That's a third-string quarterback. That's as good as Purdy.
Oh, man.
Just kidding.
Poor Sammy. He has no friends. And then he just got rid of his only friend he could have had forever. Nobody can forget what you said. What you said was terrible and awful. You're a mean, mean person.
He's making up excuses of why he acted the way he did.
Oh, what a dad.
Yeet!
Like, I know how it feels. He's like, know how it feels to be alone. Brr. Stupid. So it's like about Keith Lee or Adam Cole. I don't know. What about him? Robbie says Damien wasn't better. He just got like, oh, North American champions. I don't think they were North American champions. Chris says, yeah, Damien Priest was North American title. See?
Boom.
But Robbie said Damien wasn't better. He just got lucky. Okay.
Well, you got lucky in the hot tub, for sure.
Sophie says Ricochet was also a former NXT North American champion. Peel says, I enjoyed Redacted. Old Velveteen Dream.
I don't mind him either. I don't know what happened to him other than... Didn't he, like, send some child his penis or something? Like a boy.
Thought the person was like 14 or something, but yeah.
It's a
Miguel says,
child.
but it was cause of the psychological aspect and his elbow drop. Chris says Adam Cole, Roddy were also North American champ. Robbie says, D, don't forget to get RR tickets. What is RR ticket? I don't know what that
Royal
is.
Rumble. They just scored a touchdown, but somebody had an illegal man downfield.
Oh no, so they lost it. So he's like, do you think Zack Sabre Jr. could do well in the WWE?
No.
People
do well as in, like, as good as Dominic Mysterio type, then yeah. Ricochet type.
Pico says, yep, no more undefeated teams. No more undefeated teams.
Oh, wow, that is so cool that both of the undefeated teams lost. The
Pico
Dolphins had
says
to pop
5-1,
that cap.
baby. Chris says, yeah, Jets beat Eagles for the first time ever. So he's like, didn't Wesley quit NXT or something like a few weeks ago?
Oh, that's cool.
So he also
I did
says,
not
are
know
they
that.
turning Sami Zayn heel? Who's Wesley?
Wesley was the North American champion.
Why would he quit?
That's
That's weird.
They fired his tag team partner when he was in a tag team for some sort of sexual misconduct or something.
Okay.
And then, yeah.
Huh.
And then they pushed him as a singles wrestler for a minute, and then obviously he wasn't very good, but they still gave him a push because I think they were going to be tag team champions, or they were tag team champions when it all went down. I can't remember Homeboy's name, but.
So he says, are they turning Sami Zayn heel again? Doesn't look like it.
No, I don't think so. But look out for that, because I think they could do a really good feud with those two.
So he says, Keith Lee was an NXT North American champion. Oh.
He was a world champion for a moment.
Harley says, yes, both the Philadelphia Eagles and the San Francisco 49ers lost. So he says, it is hard to have an undefeated team in every sport. Grizzled young vets are now free agents. People says, I thought it was domestic abuse to his wifey or something.
Yeah, I don't remember what it was. For some reason, I thought it was a misconduct thing with a stranger.
Velveteen Dream.
Oh. No.
Or the other guy.
Yeah.
Because we were talking about both of them.
No, Velveteen Dream, it was a kid. It was some sort of misconduct with a child.
Right.
That's a touchdown. San Diego!
They finally got their touchdown.
A whale's vagina. Touchdown.
Chris says Wesley and Nash Carter, but now Carter is back in Impact with a third member of MSK, a.k.a. the Rascals, Trey Miguel. Okay.
I just wish my Dolphins would have drafted this kid instead of the crap quarterback they got now, but it is what it is.
Sophie says, now Wesley partner is back in Impact. Oh, okay. But Wesley quit NXT? I don't know what's happening.
Bye-bye. Hey, hey, hey. Don't care about Wesley. Plus, it's a weird name.
Wesley.
I have a cousin named Wesley.
For real Wesley. Not Wes and Lee.
Right.
Wesley.
But he's always in jail.
So he's like, Velveteen Dream had it all and he ruined it. He was scheduled for a call-up before he got released.
I just remember one of the matches I watched in NXT, and it was like a bunch of trucks. And remember the big circle of trucks?
Kinda. I don't know if Velveteen Dream ruined it. The allegations against him ruined it.
Yeah, whether they're true or not. That's the
the
problem.
point. Like, they're allegations. Like, yeah.
Like that pitcher for the Dodgers. I don't know if you had heard about this. Have you heard about the pitcher for the Dodgers? He was an Indians pitcher forever. And they, some lady accused him of rape, whatever.
Oh, jeez.
And so the Dodgers cut him.
Of course.
And then MLB suspended him for like a year. And so he went to Japan.
Yeah.
Trevor Bauer's his name.
Huh.
Anyways, he
Were the allegations
finally
a
now
lie?
the court, it's over. They settled. Settled as in she completely backed off.
Redacted.
Because the evidence, they found all of her phone text message and everything about what she was going to do and how she was going to do it. She had it all planned.
Oh, yeah.
Her one friend's like, get that money, you know.
Yep. That's some dumbass bitches for you.
Dude, if he doesn't sue Major League Baseball...
I would sue Major League Baseball, I would sue the Dodgers, and I would sue the fucking shit out of that stupid fucking cunt.
Oh. But, yeah, I mean, Major League
Fuck
Baseball has to... They have to
Fuck
come up.
them.
And he has to get future earnings, too, because of the time off. I mean, he would have to. Like, he has to sue them for hundreds of millions.
And if somebody's not talking in his ear correctly, and there isn't the right lawyer going, dude, no. Bullshit. That's the kind of crap that I do not like. Because it happens so fucking often. This goddamn Me Too garbage shit. These stupid bitches. Oh, I'm just gonna make it up. The poor guy's like, well, I can't say I didn't. How would I know?
She had a picture. She took... he was asleep, and she took a picture of herself the next morning when the sun was coming up. And she sent it or posted it or something.
Oh.
But then redacted it. But anyway...
So she slutted herself out.
She literally said that he sexually abused her. And when she woke up, she was smiling, and he was asleep.
Mm-hmm.
In the picture.
And she was so excited about being sexually abused.
Mm-hmm. Nobody ever...
Most essays won't post anything and won't tell anybody that it happened to them.
Oh, I thought you were talking about essay.
No, sexual assault victims.
Oh, I didn't know that's what that was. An essay to me is like a cholo.
No, not.
These
Yeah,
words
it's
are
not.
banned.
The letter S and the letter A.
Essay.
Pico says, okay, sent you the story about Nash Carter on whatever his name was on IG, okay? Robbie says, is it easy to watch two different sports at the same time? It depends on the sport.
You know, especially when you have matches like Ricochet versus Nakamura, because Ricochet is boring. Yeah, I don't have a problem with watching some foosball and some wrestling. I was going to put the baseball game on there also.
Zachary Wentz.
Someone with low self-esteem and who is on fire.
Oh, her poor mental health, so she ruined somebody else's life by having poor mental health. Fucking dumbass bitches. Fucking hate women. Fuck.
You know you is one.
No, not this kind of fucking woman.
Right. Ricochet's going up top.
Chris says, I want Zion Quinn to get pushed on Raw. He's been lost in catering because he got called up from NXT. I don't even know who that is.
Who the hell's Zion Quinn? That doesn't ring a bell. He got called up?
His wife is that Danny Alexa chick, a.k.a. Harley Cameron, over on AEW.
Oh, really?
What? That's not... I thought we figured that wasn't Danny Alexa, Chris, on AEW. I thought that was a completely different woman. So he says, with Triple H fully in charge of creative, we finally get to see his visions on both Raw and SmackDown and WWE pay-per-views. Robbie says, that dream guy was more wet than my piss, you act a fool. Like Ludacris, and you deserve to get booted out.
Fact.
Chris says, after this Rangers versus Astros game, I'll sue Major League Baseball. Bill says, yeah, that dude Zion is a former Aussie rugby league footballer. Oh. So he says, thanks to that Me Too movement, it cost a lot of wrestlers' careers like Jack Gallagher, Velveteen Dream, and many others. Robbie says, but you will really sue them, D, when it comes. But will you really sue them, D, when it comes to it? If I was that person, that man, I would sue them.
Oh, he's there.
I would sue them until they had nothing left to pay anybody. I would sue the fucking asses off of every single person involved.
Right.
The whole board of MLB, everybody on the Dodgers, the GM, the owner, fucking everybody would be in my fucking lawsuit.
Right.
She would be in the fucking lawsuit. I would take her for every single fucking thing that dumbass bitch had. For the stupidity and shit that she did, she deserves to not have anything in life. Nothing. And be
So,
slander, for whatever else you want to call it. Ugh.
Right. So Trevor Bauer was a different type of guy. So he didn't want a long-term contract. He wanted to play year to year.
Right.
And earn his next contract, which is just strange to me.
That is weird.
But he didn't get an injury. He got suspended. Now, if he would have pitched, we don't know what would have happened, right? So it's that what if. But he plays for his next contract, meaning that he's not playing for his next contract now. So he's going to get a smaller contract. So when he does the lawsuit, he needs to do the lawsuit of like what he would have made and then what he would have won if he would have won the Cy Young. And then and he needs to do it like 3 or 4 generations down. Mm-hmm. Be like, look, I would have signed a long-term contract and I would have got X amount of millions, 250 million. And so I'm suing for 500 million.
Yep.
For whatever, I feel bad, whatever that one is called. Damages.
Yeah. Harley says the same thing just happened to the Michigan State football coach, Mel Tucker. Sophie says the WWE was quick on releasing talent when they got accused without any type of proof. There are some people in NXT that have been down there forever.
It's because they had Stephanie up there. Stephanie's not around anymore, so hopefully now they can kind of go through the process.
The process of, hey, you're suspended until we figure this out. There's a difference between suspending somebody
with pay
and saying, okay, we're going to figure this out and see what's really going on. I get it, you're being accused with alleged accusations of this happening, but until proof and arrests and things are made, then it means nothing. Just because somebody goes on the internet and slanders somebody doesn't mean it's fucking true.
Yeah, and the other thing is even Major League Baseball in those places, they usually do some sort of investigation.
Right.
But they didn't on Bauer.
Yeah. They thought, oh, well, it's no big deal. We'll just do it and sweep it under the rug. Fuck that shit. Yeah, if I was him, I'd fucking sue the shit out of every aspect of it I possibly could. Fuck them. Fuck the Dodgers and fuck MLB for doing that shit. Ruining your life over something that wasn't even fucking true.
Right. And some people didn't see the reports that it didn't happen. So some people still believe that it happened and that he got fired for it happening. And so when he comes back, they're going to boo him and think he's some sort of a rapist. When there's...
It never happened.
Very, very good proof that it didn't happen.
Yeah. So he says there are some people in NXT that have been down there forever. Robbie says Travis, like me, not ever sold on Rico.
Oh no, he's... I was liking him for a minute until he was on all the time, and then I lost it. It was over. Like, I don't mind him every few days, every few weeks, and he comes out and has a 6-7 minute match or whatever. But I don't want to see him every Monday for 25 minutes.
Robbie's like, LOL. And Pickle's like, my ADHD gives me superpowers to flip on Raw, listen to your stream, then be part of a Twitch chat, and sometimes see the Monday Night Football game. It's true. Sophie says Zion Quinn was only seen on Raw once in that random battle royal, like sometime after the draft. Chris says,
to Google this dude. I don't remember him at all.
I don't either. That's our Instagram name. Sophie says, do you think we will see William Regal on WWE TV again at some point in the future? Chris says, and Zion is like second coming of Batista. Piccolo says, defamation of character. I think that's what it's called. Yes, thank you. Slander and defamation of character. Yes. Sophie says it'll be hard to turn Dom back into a face.
Oh, well, yeah, they don't need to. When that time comes, just release him.
Congratulations, Shinsuke.
20-minute match.
He did it.
Nakamura wins because Ricochet is trash.
Pickle says, is there a big league sport that sweeps more things under the rug than the others? The NBA.
I think it would be the NFL.
You think the NFL is the one?
I think the NFL will literally, they just don't care. I mean, shit. Think about this. Barry Bonds isn't in the Hall of Fame in baseball, right? There's other people that are not in the Hall of Fame in baseball because of their character. Mm-hmm. If you look at the NFL's Hall of Fame, there's people in there that have killed people. There's people in there that have literally been caught with 15-year-old prostitutes and drug dealers, and they dealt drugs, they bought drugs. Because they don't care. They only care what happened on the field.
Right.
Which is also my view. I don't care what you did in your personal life. You know, try not to kill people, but if you have to, if you're Junior Seau or somebody else and you want to kill your family and then commit suicide.
Right.
Do what you got to do. Just don't do it on the football field. In baseball, that would not go very well. Mm-hmm. It wouldn't go at all, actually.
No. Chris says, Naka using GTS again. Ravi says, did you think Stephanie was a good actor on Raw back in the day?
I didn't hate Stephanie. I definitely didn't mind Stephanie at all.
Oh, look, it's Nikki Cross back
her,
there.
yeah.
Hanging out.
It's good to see her on TV, I guess.
Not playing in the main event.
She's terrible.
Bill says, no one is perfect when money and power become the root of all evil. Sophie says, I feel bad for the talent that got released without any proof. Kurt says, Trevor Bauer is coming back from Japan League. Robbie says, would players want to join the Dodgers after the controversy?
Well, there's another player on their team that actually did do something. And he got suspended this year, too. They emptied his locker, and I don't know what's going to happen with him. His name's Julio Urias.
Oh, wow.
That one is an interesting thing, and hopefully they do it right, because you don't want 2 lawsuits against you.
Why would you say her name like that? That's weird.
What'd I miss?
Oh, the announcer, how she said Chelsea's name.
Oh.
Very, nasty and sarcastic-y, and it's just weird. I'm not sure if they wanted him to do it that way or what, but weird.
Right.
Sophie says that was okay, but also boring. Yeah, it was an okay match, but yeah, a little boring. Sophie says, Shinsuke, what is going to be next for him? I don't know. Are they still going to throw him at Seth?
No, hopefully that's over. But they could put him... He could be the guy for Gunther for a while, too. Mm. He could dethrone Gunther with some cheating.
Yeah. Walter says Shinsuke won. Boo. Sophie's like, wrestlers can't be heels or faces forever. Chris says Maestro's players, Jordan Alvarez and Kyle Tucker, are being compared to Bonds. I don't know. Ask the commentary team. Nobody can be compared to Bonds. That's just idiotic on their part.
Well, Homeboy, the first one you named, he's pretty damn good this year in the playoffs. I get where they're coming from, but he's not on that level. Like, nobody's on that level, but I get where they start comparing people, when they have really good series, and it's playoffs. In the regular season, you walk 232 times and hit 60 home runs, and then give me those stats, and then I'll be like, oh, shit. And strike out 50 times.
Yeah.
That's Bonds.
Yes.
Guys nowadays are striking out 250 times and hitting 60 home runs, and it's like, well, fuck, they swing at everything.
Yeah, they do swing at everything. It's not because the pitchers don't want to pitch to them.
Yeah.
It's a different,
Barry
different
Bonds
type
would
of
see
thing.
one good pitch per 3 games, and he'd hit it out of the park. But anyways, we don't need to talk about Barry.
Walter says Ricochet, good moves, almost.
Yeah.
So he says Nikki Cross sighting, and Chris says Julio Urias.
Yes. Julio.
Walter says, oh man, no cat fight backstage. Sophie says Nikki Cross looks like what they were doing with her not that long ago, with them bringing back general managers. Do you think they will bring back brand specific pay-per-views again?
No.
No.
No. They're not going to.
That'd be silly. And a waste of time. Walter says Nikki Cross still crazy in WWE wrestling ring and backstage. So he says, I watched that new Goosebumps series. It isn't that bad. It isn't that bad as I thought.
I bet it's probably pretty good. I mean, it looks like they put a little bit of time and effort into it.
Looks like it's more adult orientated than kid orientated though, because the Goosebumps movies were like kid orientated, like the books.
Right.
But those previews we saw were definitely not. I wouldn't want my kid to, because Goosebumps books are like elementary school books. They're like, books that 4th to 6th graders read, for fuck's sake. So I think it's weird that they would have a series on that they're like, it's like Goosebumps, and then it's like looks way more adult-like than what it should be.
One of the ones I had read, I only read one. It was about like camping or something. And there was like a camp, and there was monsters on it. Ghosts.
I know, but it's not like adult ghosts and stuff, Like they're making it like he gets possessed and he's all weird and on the commercial anyways. Well, she says, okay, good luck. Who wins this tag team match? It's not a tag team match. It's just a match between Piper Niven and Natalya.
And
Walter.
Piper Niven wins.
And if she doesn't, then there's a problem.
She wins. It's not even going to be close.
The leader of Imperium.
Because I don't even know who could interfere to make it happen.
Tegan Knox. Is she going to come out there?
Yeah, but she's a baby face.
Is she going to interfere?
Ludwig Kaiser going to dethrone him one day. I mean, it seems to me that WWE doesn't like the groups for very long, because the Bloodline, they screwed that one up. They should have kept Jay in it.
Yeah. Yeah, there's
no
only you.
men like me. There's only me.
So it's like one episode is like almost 50 minutes, another episode was like 37, and Walter's like, oh, okay. And Sophie's like, what the heck are these video packages of Ludwig? It wasn't. It was a video package for Gunther going up against Big Bronson Reed.
Tonight.
That's happening tonight.
The main event, probably. They didn't say it, but it is tonight live.
Could be. Robbie's like, no knees, crying.
Dak's starting to run a little bit. Could be dangerous. The Cowboys could be dangerous.
Oh, they're making him run?
Yeah, he just got to be stagnant, and he's not a very good passer. And so they're trying to bring back his feet.
They're like, well, you really suck as a quarterback.
Yeah, he can't throw, but
So
they're invested in him, so they got to do something.
Pickle's like, yep. And Walter says, Natalya for the win. And Pickle's like, gonna heat up some food. Be right back. I don't blame you. I would heat up food too if I could leave.
Do you want to heat up your peanut butter?
Oh, God, no. That's gross. That's nasty. It's nasty.
Natalya's boobs look fantastic. She's got them all framed. She's like, hey, look at my boobs, they're framed. Everybody likes framed boobies. At least I think they do. She's kind of like an older lady now.
Mm-hmm.
Poor Natalya. She's still trying to be like 20.
I don't blame her.
Oh, Piper Niven got smacked right across the face. Oh, Natalya into the ropes. Cross body. Poor Piper. Piper's like one cheeseburger away from like 300 pounds.
That's mean. So it says Goosebumps, the new series, kind of bring the stories from the old show, but with a twist to them. So it says, when you have leftovers, what type of Ziploc bags do you use?
Ziploc.
Ziploc. If I put it in bags, a lot of leftovers I don't. It's not like I go put my spaghetti in a Ziploc bag. That'd be so creepy. I've never tried that. I know it is. Here's your lunch. But I don't think that's how he took it.
It's syrup, though, but yeah.
Out of the fridge or anything.
No, he made it. He put it in.
He's like, yeah, I'm going to put it in this bag for you.
Here's your lunch.
In a plastic Ziploc.
Mmm. It's spaghetti. Yeah, syrup. It's spaghetti. Oh, Natalya. Poor Natalya.
So it says Suzanne Somers died yesterday. Yeah.
Suzanne Somers, yeah.
Somers, yep, she did. People's like, plastic. No, wait, aluminum. Using the old aluminum Ziploc bags, are you? So it's like, whenever we have leftovers, we usually put it in a bag or plastic or keep it in the box. Okay, so if I have leftovers of food that I made myself, I put it away in containers that I have. Yeah, specifically for that kind of thing. There are some things I do put in plastic bags like when I have leftovers.
She does meat in plastic
I will put like chicken that we've cooked in plastic bags. But other meats I won't. Usually I don't put beef in there unless it's steak. Yeah, so basically anything that has a form. But like I don't go, here's my spaghetti and where's my plastic bag? Stuff it in there. I don't even know how you would get it out of there without like making it a big mess.
A 2-gallon bag. With a little zipper across the top.
And I don't like putting my leftovers in aluminum foil because it makes the food taste like metal to me. And so I do not use aluminum.
His last name's Anger. Anger.
Oh, okay. Or however Ravi says it over there in the British area.
Anger?
No, aluminum.
Oh, aluminium or something? Aluminium?
Aluminum.
Aluminium.
Aluminum.
Aluminium.
How is that even right? Because they are putting extra letters in there.
They're not.
I know they aren't. I'm saying you're not saying it right.
Aluminium.
Because they don't put extra letters. They just say it's weird. They say it all weird. Rob is like, gee, what a way to heat up your food. Who says anything about heating it up?
You heat it up in Ziploc bag?
No.
That's a whole other monster right there.
Yeah, like, what the fuck are you talking about?
You could just put it in hot water, I guess, and let it soak.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Put it in the dishwasher.
Just put my plastic bag of spaghetti in the dishwasher. Well, I really wanted to steam up my spaghetti.
No, it's sealed.
Let's put it in dishwasher and give it a good steaming.
I've seen people do it on the internet. They cook food in the dishwasher while they're making their dishes.
That's just disgusting. That's disgusting.
It's right, like they.
That's disgusting. That's disgusting.
Like a mashed potato, not a mash, but a hash. The potatoes, hard-boiled ones. Or
no, gross. No, and if they're doing that, they're lying. That's just gross.
No, it's warm as fuck in there.
I don't care. That's gross. Wet.
It's not wet because it's in a bag.
That's gross.
I get it. I'm not doing it.
Well, you sound like you have been doing it and tried it.
Never cooked.
You're like, it's so good. You know, it's like a potato. You just put it in there in a bag.
I have cooked a baked potato. That's the word I was looking for. I have cooked a baked potato on the engine block of a tractor.
That's
before.
fucking different.
I have done that.
That's not steaming it in your fucking dishwasher. Motherfucker, you're like, I got this potato off of the field. I just rubbed the dirt off of it real quick, wrapped it in some foil, and put it on the block. Of course that's what you do.
Yeah, wrap it with some
I don't even know. Did you even wash it?
Aluminium.
Did you even wash them off?
Aluminium.
Do you wash them off?
No.
Exactly. You don't even wash them off.
Where are you going to find water? I'm in the middle of the field. You put it on the manifold and you go back to work.
I know that sometimes you have water out there. What else would you drink? Wash it with your Gatorade.
I don't need it clean. I don't eat the outside anyways. So. That's it. It's over. Piper Niven.
One over Natalya.
Get her, Chelsea. Chelsea should kick Natalya while she's down.
Sophie's like, there's a word I want to say about the new Goosebumps, but I can't spell it. Oh. You could try. I might figure it out. Travis is really bad at spelling, and I figure out his words. Pickle's like, I just leave it in a sack of Crisco. There you go.
Uh-oh.
A sack of Crisco. Oh, no.
Oh, gosh, she's going to tear some. She's running.
I was like, you messing up the spaghetti? I'm not messing up anything, dude. We're making fun of putting it in a bag. Sophie's like, from episode 1 to 5, it has a continuous storyline. Sophie's like, I eat my leftovers cold. Some food tastes better cold anyways. I've heard that about some foods. Not a big cold food person. Depends on the food. Ayla's in the chat. Hey, Ayla. How's it going, hon? Hi. I think her shoe broke.
Yeah, Chelsea's beaver's out, but it's fine.
Oh, so her hoo-ha's out and she broke her shoe?
Yeah.
Is that what happened? Because she kind of fell down, I saw, and I couldn't tell if she, like, broke something, like her body, or if her shoe broke.
Yeah, it was just
while she was attacking Natalya. Mm-hmm. And then she was, like, trying to get up and, like, pull her skirt down. Oh, did you feel bad? I feel bad. Feels like I drink some hot water and spray the Crisco off like angles in a water fountain. What kind of food you heat up, Piccola? Was it your Crisco? Was it your Crisco spaghetti? Robbie's like, D, we say it right. It's not the English's fault that USA stole British language. We didn't steal the British language. We made up our own. Just because you guys say it weird. I don't even know how you say it.
I just said it. It's aluminium.
Aluminium?
Yeah.
Aluminium is not how you spell aluminum. A-L-U, M-I-N, num, U-M. Fucking retarded.
Aluminium.
That sounds fucking stupid. It's not even how it's spelled.
I thought it was a different fucking material that I'd never heard of.
It's okay. I've heard a stupid English person call it a microwave. So, I mean, hey, what the fuck off, you know?
Oh, what? Oh, look, it's Seth. What's he wearing tonight? Is he dressed like Jeff Hardy? Oh, no. Looks like
Is he wearing a skirt?
It's like he's a genie or something.
I think he's wearing a skirt over his pants.
Who are also skirt, like at the bottom. They're like bell bottom.
Robbie says Sophie says I had honey battered chicken wings with a side of fries. Oh.
Yum.
Pickle says that's the best way to recook leftovers. Oh yeah, just steam spray them off with Crisco. Sophie says I always use paper plates, and Chris says Piper ring gear looks like TNA's Awesome Kong. Walter says
is Awesome
Piper
Kong
won.
back in
Boo.
TNA? Or is she? Are you just talking about back in the day? Well, yeah, because TNA is not around anymore.
Pickle says, who needs microwaves? Chris says no knees. And Sophie says they are planting the seeds for a Natty heel turn. Walter says, boo, Judgment Day talking. And Illa's like, it's going. I went to Tool 2 times. Both times I was really close to the stage. So fun. Can you still hear? You already went to both of those? That's insane.
They were like...
Back to back?
Yeah, because they just travel.
Huh.
She probably just followed their bus.
Sophie's like, Rhea and Dom, maybe she was a groupie for a week.
Right.
Sophie says, Rhea and Dom, a power couple. Ooh, pickles like pork chops covered in Crisco. You know, I've heard that that's the best way to eat them, pickle, especially in the South. Pork chops covered in Crisco.
So disgusting.
Walter says, hey, Ayla. And Sophie says, I don't know how to spell allium. Allium? Or aluminum? Ayla's like, hi, Walter. And Walter says, Seth Rollins promo. Okay, cool outfit. No comment. Robbie's like, D, you're just booky the way you say it. Sophie says, wait till Becky and Seth's daughter gets into wrestling. Maybe she won't. Maybe she'll be a doctor. Chris says, Rollins looking like a waiter tonight. Sophie says, Ayla into Tool doesn't surprise me. And Walter says, Daphne does cool rants. And it was like, Bookie, Talitha, that was the meanest thing Robbie ever said in here. Oh, yeah? So are you trying to say I'm not smart, Ayla? Is that what you're... I thought he was saying I was smart. And Sophie's like, yeah. And Ayla's like, yes, I can hear. The one in Boise, I decided I needed alcohol poisoning, though. Yeah. You gave yourself some alcohol poisoning, did you? That's nice.
Ew.
So weird. Harley's like, going to make a peanut butter and jelly. Be back. Ooh, what kind of jelly? Is it grape jelly? If it's grape jelly,
he threw a pass to himself.
Is it raspberry? Is it strawberry? He threw it to himself? Like he threw it up in the air and caught it?
He threw it up in the air and caught it and then ran with it.
What the? How did he fucking do that?
Because the defender blocked it.
Oh, Jesus.
And so the ball shot up in the air, so he grabbed it.
Robbie's like, Crisco, what the fuck is that? It's called Google. You tell us all the time? Google it.
It's like a
Nope, 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 nope,
plant
nope, nope,
that-
nope, 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 nope. Nope, you don't get to explain it to him.
Why?
Because he tells me to Google shit all the time. Google it. Figure it out for yourself. Pickle says Wolverine, that's what his claws are made of. Adamante, aluminum, idiom.
Aluminum. They're really light.
Adamanta, aluminum, idiom. Sophie says, my phone won't let me spell that. A word. Walter's like, Gunther versus Bronson Reed. I want Reed to win. Well, Sophie, can you give us a definition or give us a synonym for it? Bill says it's basically congealed vegetable oil. Jesus Christ, you guys giving him the information.
Oh, that's helmet to helmet.
Chris says, when I'm at AEW, there is going to be so many people scissoring and motorboating. Oh, going to be crazy show. I should run on stage. We'll be banned for life. Can you put up a sign that says Hello Wrestling? Yeah, before you do that, just out of curiosity. Take a small sign. Walter's like, looking forward to next WWE pay-per-view at AEW pay-per-view in November.
The 4th. The 18th.
Ayla says, I just
and the
use the
26th.
microphone button on my keyboard if I can't spell something while typing. That's good. That's a good way to do it. Robbie's like, I'll just pass, D. Why
I'm so bad at
Google
spelling that sometimes I can't even say it right. So I can't even do the word search spelling.
Harley says, I only use strawberry jelly. Oh, strawberry jelly person. Robbie says, yeah, because you need to Google it. No, you need to Google it. Crisco is kind of like lard, but it's not made from animal fat. Walter says, Seth, this is not the future with those glasses. Yeah? It's not the future with those glasses, Walter? Chris says, oh, I will see if I can take a sign. These venues sometimes don't let you take a small backpack in the building. I see people with signs all the time, Chris. Hide it in your pants.
Oh my God. Just carry in a sign. Just don't have it say anything absurd.
Yeah, just don't say obscene stuff on it. And you should be fine. But I see it all the time in AEW. I see their stuff. Are you going to, did you say you're going to Dynamite and Rampage, right? Robbie says, D, did you make Crisco fried chicken? No, I do not. I do not make fried chicken. I'm not a fried chicken kind of girl. I will buy fried chicken that's pre-made, but I will not make fried chicken.
That's glasses.
Is he trying to look through like a mailbox slot, you know?
I was thinking he just had them from the eclipse and decided to keep them on.
Yeah. It was like, it's like vegetable oil jelly. Walter says, Chris, if you run on stage, you can't go back to AEW events. Chris says, plus that'll probably be like the section kind of where Jon Moxley comes out like to the left side, so maybe he'll come through my section. Yeah! Yeah! Be like, hi, gabbers! Nobody will know what it means but us. It'd be amazing! Pickle's like, I think Young Bucks have small wieners would be quite appropriate, Chris.
Yes.
Are you making fun of their dogs, Pickle? That's not very nice. You know, hot dog, dogs have feelings too.
Boo. Wow, they punted it all the way down to the 10. Come on, Drew. Is he going to get beat up? By Damian and Finn.
Why would he get beat up? Oh, Drew get beat up.
Yeah.
Walter says, okay, bye guys. See you Wednesday for AEW after bingo. Good luck with bingo, Walter. You won last week. You better win this week, too. Keep that winning streak alive.
Drew McIntyre.
I feel like we've been doing this for 2 hours, and it's only been an hour.
Why are you timing everything?
Didn't. I was reading a comment, and I looked at the time.
Yeah, because
it's right there, and I can't help it.
The first hour.
Chris says, I'm also going to make a sign that says Sky Blue times Julia Hart scissoring equals rating. Yeah, that won't get you kicked out.
Yes. Hey, buddy, I'm not going to babysit you for the next couple of weeks. What is that? I guess he can handle his own business. That Spurs.
What's his business?
That Spurs rookie, he's like 7'4". He actually is not bad. I was watching him play in the preseason. Like he ball handling and everything. Like
wow.
Well, crossover. I mean, he's tall and goofy. Obviously, he's 7'4", but most everybody in the NBA is tall and goofy. So
yeah, this is getting ridiculous anymore. Ooh. It's Rhea. Harley's like, am I the only person who has to have milk with peanut butter and jelly? No. I like milk with my peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. I'm having milk with my peanut butter and banana that I'm having right now. Chris is like, I should make a sign, Hangman is a cuck.
oh, Lord.
That might get taken away.
You could also do that with Buddy Murphy.
He's not a thirsty creep like Jey Uso. And what we talked about is none of your business. Sophie says Seth versus Roman would be a good match.
No, we've already seen it. But yeah, it would be fine.
Oh my god.
No.
Oh my god.
We've had 2 matches.
I
I bet you everybody's super excited that Triple H is running everything.
It's a good thing he's running it just like Vince does. Now everybody's like, oh, this is totally a Vince show. No. You guys can't blame him anymore. Remember, he has no hands on anything. He just sits on the sidelines. Chris says, or maybe a sign that says Nick Wayne's mom.
Right.
Sophie says Seth versus Drew I could see last a while. Yeah. It's got to last at least until November at this point.
That's like 2 weeks away. I am so excited for the UFC this weekend. This is the most excited I've been for a UFC fight ever.
I thought you weren't excited. I thought something changed and you weren't excited about it.
No, it made me excited.
Because it changed?
Yeah. Oh. Well, obviously Charles Ollivander's my favorite. Mm-hmm. But I'm talking about the one before that. Chimaev and what's his name? Mm-hmm. Carl Usman. That's fucking I can't believe that's not even the main event. But that's because they have Islam. Mm-hmm. And he was going up against Charles Ollivander, which would have been perfect. But now it's the Australian.
Right.
It's going to be a pound-for-pound fight again. Because the champion at 45 is moving up to 55 to fight the champion at 55. Which means there's going to be another intern champion again. Mm.
Robbie says, haha, Jey Uso. So he says, Seth's feuds lately have lasted like 2 or 3 pay-per-views. Robbie says, oh, do you missing Vince being in charge? Yes.
Well, right now, this is terrible.
Yes, I am. Just so all of you can complain about it.
He had a catchy theme song at one time.
What was it?
I don't remember. 3-man band! No, I don't know.
Robbie says Seth gonna get happy slapped. So he says, I think you are one of the rare channels that actually missed Vince being in charge of creative.
Huh. Yeah, we just like the sport.
Chris says, fuck off, Seth. Get over not main eventing WrestleMania. Robbie's like, no need for long feuds for Seth, just short to the point ones. Ayla's like, go to bed, Travis.
Really? Okay.
If you leave, I leave.
No!
Yep.
Nope.
That's how it works.
You're not a tree.
If you leave, I leave.
You're not a tree.
If you leave, I leave.
You're not a tree.
If you leave, I leave.
Still not a tree.
I want to be a tree. It's way better.
You're not a tree. Doesn't work that way.
Propositioning Ayla for something.
You are?
Mm-hmm.
To come take my spot?
No. I want to go to bed, Ayla. That'd be nice. It's a Monday. Mondays are fucking hard. You would think they wouldn't be because you have a weekend, but ugh. They're hard. Nice. Robbie's like, Ayla, did you walk backwards today? So strange.
It's good for your knees.
Sophie says, every time Drew mentions the bloodline, I think they are setting up a rematch between Drew and Roman. Ayla's like, yawning. Ayla's like, why, Robbie? Ayla's like, go to bed, delete that. Chris says, somewhere, someplace, CM Punk is chuckling at this pity party. Robbie's like, Ayla, everyone has done so before.
Everybody.
That's weird.
That'll be a good one. Somebody disrespects me, they get hit. Should be a good one. I'm shitting all over it.
Should. You know how you said that was too much peanut butter? It was just the right amount of peanut butter.
Was it?
Yes, actually, I needed some for every piece of banana. I just need more milk.
Damn it. Should have brought the carton.
It would just got warm.
A Continental Champion. Oh, is that happening now? Oh, no.
Robbie says, Ayla, everyone has done so before. Pico's like, completely agree. Mondays are dumb. Robbie says, nah, stay, Travis. Let Dee enjoy her 3 hours of Raw. It was like, I don't follow trends, Robbie. And Sophie says, Tony Khan tweets like a madman. The fact that you know that is even more creepy, Sophie. Robbie's like, but you stood next to the speaker, so you followed a trend. It was like, my Monday wasn't terrible. No school for Oz, but I had to work for a little. It's not so much the day, although it kind of is. But it's when I have to come on and sit here for 3 hours or something. It's just too long. So it was like, Raw could be moved to a different night next year. Ayla's like, I didn't stand next to the speaker. It was like stage. I stood 3 rows back next to the stage. Nobody breathes well, I guess, especially Robbie. Robbie's like, nah, you missed out then, Ayla. And Sophie's like, CM Punk said the more Tony Khan tweets, he is happy that he is no longer in AEW.
He's unemployed.
Chris says Gunther does the splash of top rope as well. Yes. So he says this show hasn't been bad so far. And Chris says, here comes my boy, Ludwig Kaiser, with the drip promos.
Come on, Charlotte. You got to get that dub. The Cowboys playing defense. Oh, no, he didn't get it. You can't pick up 2 yards. Loser. Punting time. Bring up the punting team.
Vegas?
Are they going for it? 4th and 2?
To
No,
Vegas?
they're punting it.
Huh?
And punt. Oh, that's a bad punt.
Why would they go for it when it's still the second quarter and they're tied 7-7?
Doesn't matter. It's only 2 yards.
It seems weird. I could see if it was like a yard or like inches, but not 2 yards. They aren't that good. So it was like, oh, it is Ludwig. And Robbie says, Ayla, did Tool sing Third Eye? Sophie's like, this is your guys' favorite type of match coming up.
I only know one song from Tool, but I don't know what it's called. I just remember the video, And there was like weird, like cartoonish kind of like critters in it. Like
Cartoon critters?
yeah, kind of like Edward Scissorhands type of drawings.
Huh, that's funny. Chris says, wow, so SmackDown is also in Texas this Friday. Completion much? You mean competition much? Supposed since AEW is here in Texas. Surprised since AEW is here in Texas. Nah, it was probably just how they set up, how they were doing stuff. Harley says, never such a thing called too much peanut butter for a peanut butter and jelly sandwich or for a banana. It was like, so Tool had a guy open for them, Still Beans. He's literally a one-man band. He's actually pretty good. I convinced Jord's brother he was my real dad. Lasted a few hours before Jord told him I was lying. That's funny.
One-man band. By the
Yes.
way, that was his name until he went to three-man band.
Yes. It was like,
Peace
no,
later.
Robbie. And Sophie says the cast of Three's Company is almost reunited with some of them are in heaven. Yeah. Chris says, but what's cool about this AEW is that they are here in a small town here in Texas called Fort Bend. It's a small town called Rosenberg, but I live like 30 minutes away. Oh, that's way cool, man.
Way cool.
Yeah, that's going to be fun. Sophie says, wow, Ayla is talking about a band. I thought she was talking about Tools. And Robbie's like, Ayla, that seems cool. Why wouldn't it be cool? It's terrifying. his Spanish name of his band, Titanium Huevos. Still Beans. There he is.
Mm-hmm.
The guy. There's got a text from him. You're right. He is your dad. She's like, Papa. What are those things called? What are these things called? Not paintings, but the canvas.
Canvas.
Had to say it out loud, I guess. I could think of it.
This Friday, Logan Paul will be on SmackDown.
Yeah.
Oh, she ate. By the way, she's allergic to all food. If she eats, she sneezes.
Can you have me an actual Kleenex?
Yeah. Do it yourself. DIY.
Nice.
Here comes Delita's favorite.
Who is that?
Johnny Gargano. They call him Johnny Wrestling.
It was Mr. Spaghetti. Gross. Nobody wants to watch this guy.
You can't just take your earpiece. He's not going to talk. He's wrestling.
Whatever. I have to listen to him say anything about his dumb ass. I'm gonna plug both my ears so I don't have to listen to you talk about him too. It was
There we
like,
go.
Sophie,
Plug
I
the other
am. He goes like, who woke up from a nap? The best part of my Monday. Sophie says, I thought AEW and WWE can't be in the same area at the same time. Why not?
Who said that?
Who said? Why, Sophie? Who said that? Whose rule is it? Is it your rule?
Is there a restraining order that we don't know about?
It was like, look him up, Robbie. He plays drums and guitar at the same time.
Poor Tony. He got touched wrong.
Robbie says, Ayla, did you like the Tool song Sober? People's like,
hey,
yeah, Hardware makes the best music.
Oh.
It was like, I like all the Tool songs, Robbie. Chris says, hello, Shotzi, with new YouTube videos about horror movies. And Piccolo says, K Stillbean's going to check them out. Sophie says, we had heavy winds today. It is so bad that every time...
Hits him right in the hands. And then this guy, he's like, oh, shit.
Aww.
But I mean, it hits him right.
Here's your hands. Boop. They didn't give a flag on that play, huh? No. That's crazy.
Nobody wants to hear about your pass interference.
Hey, that one was definitely a pass interference call that they should have called and they didn't. That was bullshit. That was a bullshit thing they did.
They called it on the other guy.
They called it wrong. Like they called it on a play and it didn't even happen.
Right.
And then they didn't and then there was blatant fucking
on
shit.
The other guy.
And they didn't even call it. It was stupid as fuck. Like, what the fuck?
We do have Johnny Gargano out there, guys. He's going up against one of Imperium's best.
Is it Ludwig Kaiser?
Ludwig Kaiser.
Ludwig Kaiser. Let's see. Sophie said we had heavy winds today. It was so bad that every time the wind hit it, tilts the garbage cans, and it was garbage day. Oh, that's stupid. It was like, I like Allen wrenches. They fit in your pockets. Do it, Fat Lisa. Watch a live video so you can see what he's doing. He goes like, Shane Sauce. And Sophie says Logan Paul, U.S. champion, kind of does have a nice ring to it. Robbie's like, Still Beans has a mustache, right? And he was like, yeah, he's my dad, Robbie. And Chris says DIY and the way as double tag team. Pico's like, yeah, you splushy. Thanks, Pico. Harley's like, unless you were snoozing. Robbie says, yes, Ayla, I can see the resemblance with you both having a mustache. And Ayla's like, exactly. Pico's like, have you seen the movie trailer about the Von Erichs? Yes.
Saw it yesterday.
Dang, Zac Efron looks like he ate 3 Von Erichs.
Yeah. Looking like Kevin. Or Carrie, sorry. I think he's playing Carrie.
Chris says Logan Paul versus Nick Wayne versus Hook, future main event of Mania Night 1. Oh, God. Oh, Jesus
that
Christ.
day, I will not be watching.
The day the music died.
The day wrestling died. I was singing by. It's the laser hair remover on Amazon.
Oh, jeez. Was it?
Yeah.
I didn't realize they had it on that for when you go skinny dipping in the cold weather of the Antarctic. That's a weird thing to have on that.
Did you get my message about your ice maker?
I got your message about the ice maker. Did I have a chance to look at said ice maker? No.
It was $60 off. Do it right now. Dak Prescott leading the Cowboys down the field. They're going to score right here. It's 4th and 1. Can Dak pick up the 1? Obviously, they don't trust their field goal kicker after... Was that last year that happened? Oh, he didn't get it.
20% off.
He didn't get it. They're going to have to change the rules on that play. Where they just shove from behind. It used to be where you couldn't do that. I always thought.
They got donkeys.
Oh, those calendars?
You bought the Iceland one this time?
Yeah, it was the cheapest.
Because it was the cheapest. You're funny. Well, the England one was a penny more.
Oh,
you could have looked at crap from England.
It was a full $1 more earlier.
No, it's only $11. And the Iceland one's $10.99.
Oh. Well, the 10 and 11 look like a full $1 apart.
$10.99 and $11 is 1 penny. Freakoid. Don't be weird.
Nobody's being weird. I just got the Iceland one. Iceland's pretty. It's all green and lush.
Yes, it is.
Vikings didn't want people to move there, so they called it Iceland. Serious. And they're like, Greenland's really pretty. Should go up there. And they got there, it was all ice. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Just kidding. Back then, it probably did have a different climate, and it was green.
Yeah.
Then it turned.
But Greenland isn't all ice. It has green stuff, green
just
parts too.
It's very, very south. Come on. Kaiser.
Kaiser Permanente.
I was hoping Kaiser would be somebody. He should have already won this match.
Well, I guess this dipshit. They're like, no. Triple H is all part of it, so we're going to make sure you have a win or something, because, you know.
Dude's literally 120 pounds, sopping wet. He looks like a horse jockey. What's that? What is it? This is our time to use it. Buffy. Halloween special.
What about it?
I need his name.
Whose name?
Actual size.
Oh, that guy. I don't remember what his name was.
Gilgamesh or something.
Yeah. So it says
Well,
reports are saying that WWE has plans for a Randy Orton return heading into Survivor Series.
Cool.
Chris says, fave horror movie. I always love Halloween, 1978.
It's a good one. I also like the remake that Homeboy did, the Rob Zombie.
2007.
In 2007. Watched it last night or yesterday. Mm-hmm. I really do enjoy that one. Just because they pay a little bit more attention to the before.
Mm-hmm.
The actual later part of the movie is not as good. Probably could watch the first part of the one and then the second part of the other one.
Oh, yeah.
And it would work.
Yeah. Pickle's like, oh yeah, I'm so glad I'm missing Raw tonight. Sophie says Big E should be on his way back soon too. Some production company are going to reboot Halloween, including movies and TV shows. Harley says, question, where is a good store to shop at home or a pair of a portable oxygen tank? Air machine? Bed.
Portable
taxi?
Portable taxi?
I don't know. Portable something. Sophie says maybe the tag team championship match could be the main event. Ayla says, Sophie, what's your favorite tool? I'd assume you like a nice DeWalt drill or a simple handsaw. Sophie's like, I never used a tool before in my life. Not even a screwdriver, huh? Ayla's like, same, Chris. Halloween 1978 is my favorite, too. Chris says, did you hear about that YouTuber girl, a Sniper Wolf? Apparently she has it out for this one guy. She claims he stole her videos. He says she stole her video, which he is in the right. F her, man. She has been way too many controversies. Have no idea who these people are.
Sounds like fun drama, though.
It says, maybe Milwaukee, Sophie. Nice flathead. So he's like, the Bella twins are going to host an Amazon reality series featuring twins looking for love or something.
Oh, that's cool.
Pickle says, the new Halloweens are pretty lousy. Well, the new ones, but...
I wouldn't watch. I don't watch any of the new stuff with Jamie Lee Curtis or anything in it. I like the old ones.
I thought we watched
Wasn't there one with Coolio? Did they do one with Coolio?
I have no idea.
They were all in a house. Poked him in the eye. I think he poked him
Oh
in
my
the eye.
God, which is hilarious because Kaiser was underneath the rope anyways, and he could have just reached up and grabbed it. Hi, Liz like agree that, Lisa. And Chris says, Travis and Dee, have you heard of the back rooms? It's basically like an endless maze of levels you can never get out of.
Sounds cool. Is this like a real place? I'm in.
Like, is it like real places and Saw's involved or something? Whatever his face is in it.
Rhea Ripley.
Rhea Ripley?
She's in Saw. Oh, I thought he was going for the Sister Abigail. So he took the Sister Abigail and just changed it up.
He changed it up for that little dude. Make it worth his while.
That was awesome.
Oh no! So they got poked in the eye too. Everybody got poked in the eye.
Everybody's getting poked.
Ew, gross.
What happened?
Everybody's getting poked. That's nasty. So it's like I heard.
That's what I was gonna go get. It's my electrical thing to get my shoulder loose.
So it says I heard with the new Halloween movies, you have to watch the old ones to catch up on what is going on.
Well, of course, on the newer ones, but you can also watch the 07, 08 one.
07 and 09.
07 and 09s. Those ones are really good. Rob Zombie did them. His wife's in one.
Chris says Halloween 2018 was okay. Ayla says never use tools. Dang, I have my own little toolbox. Pickle's like, no, you're probably thinking of Busta Rhymes.
That's probably what.
That's Halloween H2O.
Yeah, that one wasn't too bad. When they were in the house, it was like a reality show. And they had to stay in the house like overnight or whatever. Becky, you got demoted to NXT. You can't all of a sudden be tough.
Right. So it says there are 3 video games that are all coming out on the same day for 3 different video game systems. And Chris says Halloween Resurrection was on to something with Michael killing other teens. Not just Jamie Lee. Carly says a pair of affordable knee-high boots. Oh, okay. That really didn't go with a pair of a portable. But affordable, okay.
That's kind of cool. Knee highs? Ouch.
I don't know. It depends on where you live and if you have any places around you that have, like, you know, whatchamacallit?
Strippers?
Strippers. Definitely. Knee-high boots are definitely a stripper type thing. Depends. Is it knee-high as in they just come up to your knee, or are they knee-high like they go over your knee and onto your thighs?
Thigh-high.
Oh, thigh-high. Knee-high boots, you can usually find good pairs like at DSW online, or DSW if you have one in your town. Shoe Carnival, Shoe Encore. It's all kinds of places. I bet Walmart probably has some now. I don't know how good they are, but
how long do you need them for?
But they'd probably be affordable.
Just Halloween, or are they?
Sophie says, "Did you see Freddy versus Jason?"
Yeah, you know I did. I watched that, but I couldn't tell you what it was about or anything. I mean, obviously I know what it's about, but I meant like I don't remember it. Except for they're like, we need to wake him up. We have to wake him up.
Ayla says Jordan likes getting poked in his eye. Disgusting. Sophie says Spider-Man 2, the new Sonic game, and Super Mario Wonder All coming out on Friday. Chris says, oh, damn it. I was waiting for Rhea and Becky to kiss. They were so close. I don't know if that's really fucked up, man, but sure. Sophie's like, Superman versus Batman was kind of weird. The plot of it was kind of stupid.
Was never a fan of that.
Pickle says
Superman should just kill him in seconds, and it's over.
Yep.
If they were really to fight.
Pickle says my neighbor bought a projector and it'll be here by Saturday. Gonna have a horror movie marathon out in the backyard with a bonfire.
That is the way.
That's the best way to do it. Best way to do it.
I have all that stuff. I should do that myself.
Mm-hmm.
I've used that projector once. Our projector. It's like on 4th of July, like 2 years ago.
Was it?
Yeah. We were watching... Oh, I can't remember
What did we watch on it?
Mark and Morty or whatever.
Oh, Rick and Morty.
Rick and Morty.
We watched that on there? Huh. Weird. Such a great side hustle. I don't want it. What am I going to do with it?
Plop it in your eyeball?
Why would I want to put it in my eyeball? Gross. You just put it in your eyeball.
I didn't touch it.
It doesn't matter. Gross. That's
doesn't,
contamination. That's why they're called one-time use. Sophie says the ending of Superman versus Batman was okay, and they're both finding out they both have a Martha. That's weird. Chris says, did you guys like The Purge?
There again, it was a movie I watched probably half-heartedly because I remember it, but I don't remember it. Like, I swear to God, every movie I've ever watched, I don't remember. And then when I watch it again, I'm like, oh, I'll remember that forever. And then I probably already forgot what it was about. But I do remember that movie. I just don't.
I wasn't really a fan of The Purge.
I think it's silly. It'd be cool if they really did it. But.
Well, I think in Chicago you can. It also says my neighbor would call the cops on us if we did that. The bonfire part or watching a
Just
horror movie
invite her.
marathon. Invite the old lady over. Do you want to have some s'mores with us? We're going to watch some horror movies.
Kill him with kindness. Invite him to everything.
So it was like Pete Davidson hosted Saturday Night Live this past weekend, and Harley says they are an early present for my girlfriend. Oh. Well, since they're a present and they can't really try them on, you could always buy them online. Piccolo says, how come, Ayla? They negative Nancy's. Sophie says, The Purge had a TV series, and Chris says The Conjuring was a decent horror movie. Mm-hmm. According to the top 10, it's like up there.
It is. Get your heart beating the fastest or whatever. I mean, it's not the greatest of all time. It's not the Exorcist or anything.
Oh my God, and that wasn't even on the list.
Well, of course it wasn't, because it's not in their algorithm. Guarantee in 1974, when people watched it, if they would have had them hooked up with all that shit, it would be higher.
Right.
You can't say, well, now, after all the CGI crap and all the desensitization that's been going on with movies, and then people watch it and it's like, oh, that's funny. It wouldn't have been funny in the 70s. Claymore him, would you, Drew?
It was like every time we have a fire, she calls the police on us. Grumpy old lady. Probably both. She's a Karen.
Go ask her if she needs any garbage burn.
Oh, boy.
Fucking Drew. You can relate. It seems like a lot of people can relate to Drew McIntyre tonight. You don't carry a sword. You don't wear no skirt.
You don't know what kind of pressure that is. Chris says, here's your favorite sexy black-clothed woman, Elvira or Morticia. That's a tough one.
No, it's not.
Elvira.
Morticia's kind of homely.
Piccolo says, that's true. Just watched a Hellraiser movie the other night, and it's sort of funny now. Just nostalgic. I thought that about The Exorcist, too. I looked at Travis, and I was like, do you still find it scary?
No, it's not scary. There's no such
or
thing
creepy
as this...
or any of that nature. Because I never really did, but he did when he was a kid. And I'm like, do you find it that way now? Because it's like, dude.
I mean, it made me have goosebumps when she ran down the stairs backwards.
Really? I just giggled. I couldn't help myself.
Well, because it's goofy, but it was still fast.
Because of why? All I can think in my head is Bray Wyatt.
Right. That's what I thought of too, by the way.
And so that's why I was laughing the whole time. I'm like, that's funny. I was like, oh, that's where the Grudge got it from.
Right.
Because they do it in that show too. Talk about a movie that I haven't seen in a long time that'd be a Halloween movie-ish to watch.
I'll tell you the scariest I've ever been during a movie is The Ring. That's the scary. It was the midnight movie.
Right.
For some reason, I went by myself. And there was no one else in the theater. Was it the real theater? And
you're like, I brought her home with me.
Oh, that's what it was. There was something else playing, and everybody wanted to go to it. So they all went to the other theater.
Oh, and you went to the scary movie?
And I went to the Ring, because I hadn't seen it. Fuck you. And then that...
You should have went to the other movie.
It's just funny, because the first part of it... It's all goofy now, you know, but at the time, shit scared me pretty easy. I was like 19 or something. But anyways.
When we had VCRs, VHS tapes,
oh, yeah.
and those type of TVs.
Well, the one, like, the first person that she kills, they're like, oh, we found his dead body, and it looked like he was scared to death, and then they show his face, and it's all like, that one I'd probably laugh, but at the time I was like, you could be scared to death? And then, anyways, I just remember going home. Everybody else watched funny whatever it was. Pitter patter crap. I go home. I turn to my big ass TV around. I'm like, yep, this is going in the fucking corner. Turn my TV around. I slept with every light in my house on. I lived by myself at the time. Like, yep. We'll see if I make it through the night.
Chris says, you can't forget about my girl Vampira.
Anyways, what I was going to say is Morticia's kind of homely, but Herman Monster's wife, she's not. She's pretty. So her and Elvira, you know, they're both very pretty. I can't remember what her name is. Miss Munster. I don't know if she had a name.
Yeah, I don't know. Peagle says, black clothed, gimme gothic makeup, daddy issues, chicas. Sophie says, remember gargoyles? Are you talking about the cartoon?
She looks like the Japanese guy that wrestles, what's his name? John Moxley all the time with the weird cut in his hair. When I saw her coming out, I'm like, why did they sign him? But it's her.
Poor Travis.
He might be more handsome, I guess. She's like in a gi and then pants. Weird.
Peagle's like, oh yeah, Pet Cemetery used to get me too.
Yeah. I have a cousin that was named after that, it's a cousin's kid that was named after, so a second cousin. No, that movie never got me. What's the other one? The Ring got me in the theater also. I watched that one in the midnight movie. Not The Ring, sorry. The Grudge.
Oh, yeah.
With Buffy. Wasn't she in that one?
I think she was. Yeah. I think it was Sarah Michelle Gellar.
That one got me. Yeah. The first part when she sticks her head up, or whoever, the guy sticks his head up, girl sticks his head up in the attic, and then they circle around, and then as they're circling, you can see it.
Yeah.
And then they keep going, and so you're like, did you just see it? And like, that's the only scary part of it.
And you're like, and ew, and okay. All right, well, what happens next?
Yeah. Well, it's no time to lose your head. But...
It's not really that scary. It's more of a...
And I've never been...
What do you call it? Thriller?
Yeah, it's a jump scare.
Thriller type of...
I've never been scared of a Thrasher movie. Ever in my life. Like, I was raised watching
right, Halloween and
any dude with
Friday
a
the
knife,
13th.
If there's a dude with a knife, I'm not scared of it. I'm not scared of the Purge. I'm not scared of zombies. I'm not scared of anything.
Poor Travis. The whole time we're watching Friday the 13th, right?
We watched
the new one.
Yeah.
The remake one or whatever it was. And I was like, how's it even possible? Didn't he die when he was a kid? The whole time! How's this even possible? They're not going to be able to kill him. Like, he's already dead.
Don't kill him.
It's kind of like Jason. I'm just like...
Or the Mike Myers.
Or Michael Myers. I'm like, why didn't he die? Right. Like, he's not, like...
Now, here's one that might scare me, but I never watched them until I was older. And it was the Nightmare on Elm Streets.
Oh.
So they probably would have bugged me when I was a kid. Mm-hmm. But I don't know why it was a thing. But, like, you had to support one or the other for some reason. You had to do Friday the 13th or Nightmare on Elm Street. But you couldn't like both. Mm. And so I'm, like, 8. And I'm like, well, can't watch that, or whatever. But I did watch it when I was older, but that one probably would have freaked me out, because I don't, because you have no control. Like, the ones you don't have control over, like demon possession, you don't have control if you get possessed, right? Like,
right.
That kind of stuff, it's always like, what if that could happen? Or, the ones that really get me, and I'm probably the only person on the planet, is the real-life serial killers. Mm. Those ones get me, and the only reason is because and this is how I know I'm not a serial killer, is because it freaks me out. Because I'm like, what makes them kill? And then my first thought is, could I do it? And then that freaks me out, which tells me that I couldn't do it. But it's like instant. I'm like, oh my God, I'm a serial killer. I didn't even realize I was a serial killer. I thought that way once. Because they were like, oh, you feel detached or something. I'm like, I felt detached before. I'm going to kill people. I'm like, dude, you're 40. You would have kind of already done that. Well, it's late on set. And then I'll like hear something and they're like, yeah. And then she turned like 50 and killed her whole family. And I'm like,
why would you do that?
so I'm going to kill my whole family when I'm 50? You know, like, I have to think about
Is that what's happening?
What caused that? And then, anyways, it's obviously drugs or whatever.
Jordan's in the chat. Hey, Jordan.
Welcome
Talking
to
about
this shit
itchy.
show.
Oh my God, dude, you have worms? My God.
We're underway.
Sophie's like, Disney Plus is going to make a live action version of it.
Of what?
Gargoyles.
What the
Weird.
hell is gargoyles?
It was a show. It was on, it was a cartoon, actually.
Ew. Gargoyles were
Chris
always
says
cool.
Cujo was a cool, scary movie. Was it, Chris?
Also weird,
Pickle
though.
says now it's just ridiculously weird.
So when I was a kid, we had one, right? We had a St. Bernard.
Right.
And we decided, me and Treon decided, we were like 8. We decided to watch that movie on the 4th of July.
There you
And
go.
then we went in the backyard and proceeded to light off fireworks with a giant St. Bernard that we were terrified of. Because
Why would you be terrified of her?
we just
Samantha? You're terrified of a fucking St. Bernard named Samantha.
Elizabeth.
Oh, Elizabeth. My bad. Elizabeth. Yeah, that's even more scary.
We started the whole backyard on fire.
Elizabeth's probably like, what the fuck are you guys doing? She's like freaking out because it's on fire. She's going to murder us. She's like, my people are in trouble. I'm a dog who saves people.
She saved me from a chicken. I just remember we had this one chicken. It was an older chicken. And for whatever reason, she killed the baby chickens. So like the other hens would have babies and she'd kill them.
Yeah.
And
They're weird. They
so-
should be taken out of the flock.
Well, so we went to get her to take her to the park and let her go because that's what we'd do. The zoo. It was just down the road.
You should have just killed her.
So,
Weirdos.
anyways, opened the coop door and she flew at my face for murder,
For murder.
and Liz bit her head off in mid-flight,
Liz
And
is
she
like,
was
come
dead.
after my people. I'll show you.
and she was dead. That wasn't at night though. That night we were lighting army tanks on, so the army tanks were fighting, and I don't know if you guys remember them, but they'd be like. Anyways, and we'd always have them face each other. Well, we decided that if we poured gasoline on them, that it would be cooler.
Of course. Why wouldn't it be?
And so we put gasoline on them, and then we lit them on fire, and it was like this crazy stuff. And then we poured gasoline on them while they were on fire. But what had happened was the fire followed the gasoline back up into the can. And so the whole can started on fire, and Treon threw it. Like, so he had it, he was pouring it, and it goes like that. And so he threw the can of gas, and it was like spiraling fire, and it was gas, and it hit the ground, and it burst open, so the whole yard started on fire. It was awesome.
I'm sure that your grandparents thought it was great.
Well, we had to tell them because the yard was on fire. But
No, really? You had
we
to
didn't
tell
just-
them?
We didn't just go in.
Like, I don't know what happened. It was really weird. Elizabeth did it. She was playing with a gas can and matches.
She got bit by a bat, and then she was like foaming. And then she played with a gas can.
But she seems to be fine now.
I think she got healed.
Jeez. Piccolo was talking the ridiculously weird is just Pet Cemetery.
Yeah.
Ayla's talking to Jordan about his butt or eyeballs. Pervert. Sophie says,
Pink
have you
eye.
ever watched Nightmare on Elm Street? We were just talking about that.
You know, I would like to watch that one again. That is one that I need to watch again. Young Frankenstein's one I need to watch.
Ooh, we need to watch Young Frankenstein. Alyssa had a Nightmare on Elm Street once. Sophie, you were there. Chris says, I also like the Monster House cartoon movie. That one's pretty good. I forget about that one.
Is that the one with the little kids? And the old man's like, stay off my yard.
Yeah.
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 That one's not bad at all.
I
Oh, look at this.
Should watch that one.
Tons of fun coming down to the ring. I like her hair. Out. Don't interfere.
Goes really good with her face.
Oh, Rack Rod.
Rack Rod.
Rack Rod with the save.
He say badass women.
He sure did. Everywhere you look. Except for Shayna Baszler and this fucking broad.
Chris says the Final Destination 2, get your heart pumping. Piccolo's got jack-o'-lanterns and
Is
Chris...
that the one where when they're driving on the interstate and the logs?
Destination. I'm not sure if that's the first one or the second one, but yeah, that's those shows. Final Destination.
There was a bunch of logs in a logging truck. I think I watched all 3 of them in a row one time.
Chris says, I like the Strangers 2 movie. Cool bag, mask, killer. Ayla says, I say the same thing about Jason. Friday the 13th bothers me. Chris says, I like Scream 1 only because I liked Scary Movie. I like Scream 1 only because it's the original and it's fun. And that's another one we should put on the list of Halloween movies to watch. Scream. Just the first one. I don't need to watch any of the other ones. I just like the first one. Ayla's like, the Descent movie was good. Really liked it. Piccolo says, that Dahmer show, like, why would anyone do that? Like, eat people? Like, kill them and eat them?
I mean, he's just hungry. Like,
Chris says, yeah, John Wayne Gacy documentaries, the Manson family documentaries. Robbie says, this match had been more exciting than Ayla.
The Manson family is not, like, impressive.
That's not impressive at all. That's just
manipulates.
some dipshit who,
and
like,
they're
talks
just
to people.
women that had dad issues and shit.
Basically.
They just wanted to fit in. And it's very easy to get people like that to cult. That's why people ate all of Jones's Kool-Aid.
Right.
Why is this broad still on the roster? Ah! Zoe Stark with a thrust kick to Nyla Rose, or whatever her name is. Jax.
Nia Jax.
Nia. Let's not pretend.
Chris says Waco documentaries.
No. The idiots in Waco. Yeah, no, that one's not anything too crazy. Indy Hartwell did not. She lost, so she gets a title shot.
It's Xylee.
Zaya.
Oh no. Chris says that Don't Breathe horror movie is cool.
She's saying the word.
She's going to say the word on her time.
What the fuck? Get in line. It's kind of funny. She should say something about it like, why would I want the NXT title?
What's that, sweetie?
She should say, why would I want the NXT title?
I know, right? Like, no.
I want to be
that
in the big leagues.
doesn't go with this. That's what she should have been like. Chris says, that Don't Breathe horror movie is cool.
So, I've only... When I say seen, I don't mean watched. Seen Don't Breathe 2. I've never seen Don't Breathe anywhere. I'm going to have to like, try to find it somewhere. Because I was like, well, I kind of want to watch that. Because Don't Breathe 2 is out and I wanted to watch it. I don't know what the fuck Don't Breathe 1 is.
Me neither. I didn't even know it was a horror movie, let alone a movie.
It's about a blind guy.
Okay, Monster House, Scream. What was the other one? Nightmare on Elm Street. Right?
Yeah. Young Frankenstein.
Yes, that's it.
And Monster Squad. That's your whole... No, just kidding. That's all you need.
The first Hotel Transylvania.
Oh, God, I forgot about that movie. That's kind of funny. All of them are funny, though.
Yeah.
I think there's 4 of them, isn't there now?
I think so, but I don't want to watch all 4. I just want to watch
No.
one. It's like Scream. I don't want to watch all of them. I just want to watch one.
Well, the other ones were done.
And the other one I want to watch, and I was wanted to watch it on Friday the 13th, but we didn't.
Friday the 13th, the original.
Watcher in the Woods.
I can't watch. It's dumb as fuck.
I don't. It's fine.
The original Friday the 13th.
Right.
With the mom that kills everybody. Like, he's not even in it. Like,
Mm-hmm.
like, I don't even understand. Did they have it planned that he was going to be in all the other ones? Like, who makes a movie where they assume they're going to make a second one?
I don't know.
Like, oh, this movie's going to be so good. It's like, well...
That's my text message of a list of movies that we've just been talking about,
Right.
or else I'll forget them. I'll forget. We'll leave, and I'll be like, I don't even know what we were talking about.
Oh, I'm the same way.
Robbie says, oh, Nia could put people in a coma just by look at them. That's how dangerous she is. Becky is an idiot. Oh, look at me with an NXT title. I haven't gone backwards. LOL.
Right.
Chris says, The Invisible Man, The Village,
Well, that Invisible
Psycho.
Man, Psycho would be an interesting one, too. I haven't seen Psycho since I was a little kid. That's the problem, is a lot of these movies I watched as a kid and I didn't like them.
Yeah,
But they wouldn't have made sense.
true. The Birds.
No.
Some Alfred Hitchcock
Just
movie.
Do the Hitchcock night.
Just do a Hitchcock night.
I just remember his show that he had on, the Hitchcock Hour, every Sunday or whatever it was.
Right. Yeah.
Bibbidi. Good stuff. Bronson Reed's coming down to the ring.
He was.
That
Robbie's
means-
like, watch The Ring. That's scary. I made Travis watch a whole pretend TikTok of how The Ring would be nowadays. Trying to get somebody to watch it because nobody has a VCR.
It's the truth, too.
And then whatever her name is, Samara or whatever the fuck.
Uh-huh.
Where is everybody? So, yeah. I never saw that one. That's one I've never seen, The Ring.
I thought Bronson Reed was already out on the ring.
Uh-huh. Was he?
Yeah. Well, he was coming down.
Oh, yeah, totally. I feel you. It's so cool.
Do you feel him?
Chris, Leprechaun. You can't watch the Leprechaun for
That's
horror
St.
movies.
Patrick's
You have
Day.
to watch that scary shit on St. Patrick's Day.
Yeet.
Yeah. Whatever that means.
She wants to bone the Uso.
Gross. Ew.
Can't help it. She had the fuck me eyes.
Eh.
She's like, Timmy Uso. He's like, I'll put you in the Uso penitentiary, bitch.
It's a little creepy there,
It
sweetie.
got dirty.
Don't be weird.
It got a little weird.
You got weird.
It got weird. That's what I'm saying. Puppy's making our thing.
It's like, I'm in your face. Let me lick your face. Ravi says, I never understood why someone who's winning titles, the main title on the main roster, would be excited to go back down to a development brand to win a title. I guess Charlotte and Bex are desperate. Well, Charlotte didn't go back down to win one. Did she?
Yeah, she cashed in her Money in the Bank.
Oh, that's right.
Or what? No. She won the Royal Rumble and called out Rhea Ripley and won.
Oh, that's right. That was to get Rhea Ripley on the main roster, though, wasn't it?
Yeah, eventually, yeah.
Chris says, nah, she wants a piece of the ring general. She likes them big boys. Oh, yeah? Jackie does?
She don't want any of that. He is an ugly human being. Ain't nobody marrying that. He looks like a bulldog.
It's not very nice, Travis.
I can't help it.
Yes, you can. You can help not saying things.
No, I can't. I can't help how he looks.
You can help how you talk about it.
No, I can't.
Why?
I don't need to, because it's truth. I can speak truth.
I hate Samantha Irvin.
I do too.
I don't know what it is about her, but I fucking hate her so much. Like, her talking makes me want to, like, take the mic and shove it down her throat.
That's what Ricochet does.
Just the mic?
Well,
Because whatever he has in his pants isn't good enough.
he flosses her teeth and stuff.
Lucas is in the chat. Hey, Lucas.
Hey, Lucas.
Ole! Ole, ole, ole. Hey, how's it going, Lucas? How you doing tonight? Ravi says, D, just get Halloween costume and he will scare the shit out of people. I didn't think I needed a Halloween costume to do that, Ravi, but thanks. Sophie's like, Michael Cole asked for the week off weeks ago. Oh, yeah? Did you ask him?
What's happening? What does he need it off for?
Pico's like, why so much hate? I don't know what it is about her, Picola. I never
it's the
liked
voice.
her.
That's what gets me.
I've never liked her. I've just, and it has nothing to do with Ricochet, by the way. I don't give a shit who she's dating or fucking or whatever it is. I don't care. I just don't like her. I don't know what it is about her, but I don't really like her.
It's official.
Robbie says, Sophie, no one cares. And Piccolo says, like Mox's old lady. I can understand. Can you understand?
Well, yeah, but she's not a ring announcer. She's more of an interviewer. And I get, like, that's a different type.
Renee was annoying when she was in WWE, so I didn't like her then. And then my unlike of her just continued wherever she went.
I didn't mind her, and I don't mind her doing what she's doing now. But that turned me off is when they put her on the announce team. That's what ended
that was
it for me.
That was terrible.
And it was hard to recover from that.
Ravi's like, Sam, she's not bad looking. I don't care what she looks like. Ravi, I don't give a flying crap if she looked like a baboon's ass.
What? She looks like a baboon's ass. Why would you be mean to her? I can't be mean to Gunther, but you can be mean to baboon's ass?
I don't care if she looked like a baboon's ass. I didn't say she looked like one. I said I don't care if she looked like one. Because he's saying she's not bad looking. I'm not talking about her looks.
Right.
I don't care about what she looks like. I just find her annoying. I don't like her.
I just feel like you could find better people at that job.
That's it. That's all. Let's do it. So he says Michael Cole had some sort of personal commitment. People's like, Samantha Irvin never did anything.
How can you have a personal commitment when you work once a week and it's on Monday?
I thought he worked on SmackDown now, too.
Okay, whatever. He works twice a week. Sometimes 3 times a week. And he has a personal commitment that he scheduled for the day that he has worked for 20 years.
Sophie's like, why do you like The Miz? Because he's an asshole. And he knows he is.
Nothing wrong with The Miz. The Miz is great on the mic.
Robbie says Sophie and no one cares. Sophie says Jade talks. That's the difference the last couple of times that we have seen her on WWE TV. Jade versus Becky could be an interesting match. Sure.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully they don't go that route anytime soon. I feel like she needs to start with the lower level girls.
On the regular roster, not NXT.
Right. But I wanted to see her get to 30-0, 40-0 type.
Robbie says, I watch Raw on low volume or mute, so I can't hear much of the shite they chat anyway.
Right.
As Piccolo says, it really doesn't matter.
But she needs to go through Natalya and then, like, Tegan Nox and...
Piccolo, what is it?
The rest of those girls.
What is it that doesn't matter? I want to know.
The blonde that was just out there. What was her name?
Piccolo says it's cool to hate someone just because they exist. I don't hate Samantha Irvin.
I don't want her dead.
I just don't like listening to her.
I just don't want her on my wrestling.
I don't like listening to her voice.
I'm not going to give her cocaine.
It's like Renee. I don't like listening to her voice either. So.
Yeah, Renee doesn't bother me. Now. But I know where you're coming from.
I've never liked her voice.
Like Booker T. I can't watch Booker T.
I don't like listening to him either. I can't stand him either. Sophie says, I think we will see Jade across all three brands for a while. Maybe. And that has nothing to do with his wrestling. I don't know what he was like as a wrestler, and I don't care. I just don't like him as a commentator.
5'10".
Because I don't like his voice. And I don't like the way he talks. Like I said, I don't care about her as a person. I just don't want to listen to her.
Harlem Heat was a great tag team, by the way. Booker T and Stevie Ray.
Yeah.
It's weird because a lot of WWE fans know Booker T as a singles wrestler that was good. I didn't watch him as a singles wrestler. I watched him in WCW, and he was a tag team wrestler. So when he became a singles wrestler, it was weird to me, and it didn't fit. It didn't work. It just like Bret Hart and just like Shawn Michaels to me. That's why I don't like those guys, because they should have never not been in a tag team, in my opinion. It's in my own head. I live in my head. It's kind of nice in here. Shawn Michaels, Marty Jannetty, Davey Boy Smith, and the Dynamite Kid. There's another one, Davey Boy Smith. Like, why is he a singles wrestler? And not only that, but he never won any championships, any big championships that I'm aware of, as a singles wrestler. And they destroyed a tag team for no reason. Any other tag teams that got ruined?
I have no idea.
Yeah.
Probably.
The New Day.
Oh, that
The
Usos
place. Right now, but hopefully they'll get back together soon.
Robbie says, is the Gab sponsored by Domino's? Because I keep seeing the ad about 5 times the stream. Just asking. I have no idea. So he says, you don't hear that many bad things about Samantha. Nobody said anything bad about her. Like I said, I don't care about her personally. I just don't like her voice. It's just like singing. You guys have your favorite bands, right? And you have fucking artists that you don't like to listen to because you don't like their voices, because you don't like it. That's where I'm at. I don't like her voice. I don't like it. That's it. I don't care what she does in her personal life.
And a young priest and an old priest.
I just don't like the sound of her voice. I don't like the sound of her voice. Just like a lot of people don't like the sound of my voice. It's like a lot of people don't like certain artists. The reason why you don't listen to this musical group is because you don't like the way they sing, or you don't like the lead singer's voice, or you don't like something about it.
Like Pink.
Jesus Christ. It's the same fucking thing. I never see her. Every once in a while they show her. I don't care about that. She's pretty in her own right. I don't give a shit. I just don't like her voice.
Is it because she's European?
I don't care. I don't like the sound of her voice. To my ears, it is very grating. Like, to my ears, her voice is grating. To other people's, it might sound fantastic. But to my ears, it is very grating on my ears. The same with Renee. Her voice annoys the fuck out of me. I don't like listening to her. Some of these wrestlers, when they talk, I don't like listening to them because they annoy me. I don't care what they do in the ring.
Liv Morgan does that too.
When they talk, I'm just like, I can't listen to this person anymore.
Liv Morgan's the only one that really cuts through me.
Like, it's just like, it makes my insides of my ears itch in not a good way.
There's a good itch in your ear.
Why are they paying all their old friends visits? Seems silly.
They ran out of new friends.
It's terrible. Chris says The Shining. Yes, that's one I need to watch. Hassan says, hi there, guys. How was your weekend going? It went pretty good, Hassan. How was your weekend?
Good to see you in here.
Sophie says, Booker T has always been a bad commentator. Like those times he was the announced team for both Raw and SmackDown.
Yeah.
Like his voice. His voice annoys me. And it's the way he talks, too. Like, some people just have that about, for some people. People's like, you did not just say that. I say, oh, D, you're hilarious. That's a great reason to not like someone. This is why I keep saying it, because you keep bringing it up. Feels like shucky ducky fart spew. Sophie says when Booker T became a singles wrestler, that was the dying year of WCW, right?
Up, right around then. Yeah.
Robbie says, oh, D.
I think he became champion when it was over. I think he was their last champion.
Sophie says Booker T is one of the few that is the WWE Hall of Fame twice. Once as a singles, once as a tag team. You missed out on the Lillian Gracie era. Robbie says, just bring back Todd Pentagale, best commentator interviewer. People, your voice is angelic, damn it. Lies. So he's like, Lillian Garcia had the same type of voice as Samantha. Robbie says, you care, do you keep talking about her? No, I don't. You guys keep bringing it up. Sophie says, now we know how to torture D some more. Robbie says, D, we get the picture on not liking something. You sure? You guys don't seem to understand it. Feels like sometimes I enjoy that itch. Yeah, it's like having ants in your brain, but sure.
Ants in your brain. Hey, look at Jim Johnson. Jimmy!
Robbie's like, D, just watch it on mute like me. They need to hear the BS. I can't. I have to know what's going on. Hassan says, my football team Dolphins won the football game yesterday.
Yeah.
Hey, Hassan has the Dolphins as their football team, too.
It's my favorite. Show them our jersey.
And I did enjoy Monster High 2 movie and T's GT. Nice.
Heck yeah.
Ho Choi Club WWE video.
Woo.
Well, we can't show the video if that's what you're asking. We had a copyright violation and people got mad at us. People's like, that didn't signify the worst part of the final year of WCW. Booker T didn't signify the worst year or final year of WCW. Robbie says the voice guy that does the boxing, he can be annoying. There you go.
Mario Ranallo.
Sophie says David Arquette as WCW World Champ was one of the final straws of WCW.
It was tough. I remember that. I was just like, what are they doing?
Pico's like TGT. Yeah, I don't know what that is. What is that, Hassan? Holy choice. That's triple X. What? Hassan says, are you guys going to decorate for Halloween on wrestling? No. Probably not. Sophie says WCW was kicking WWE butt for 82 weeks. Robbie's like, you got eyes. You can see what's going on.
Ugh.
Yeah, but I can't hear when people say things. There are times I do put my earpiece somewhere else so I don't have to listen to it. Like that Mr. Spaghetti and What's-His-Face match earlier. Ludwig Kaiser.
Yeah.
I didn't want to listen to Mr. Spaghetti. So I took my earpiece out.
He didn't talk. And he got beat. 2 and...
Holy Troy, WWE best. Yeah? They're your favorite? You like the WWE?
They're good.
Do you like Raw or SmackDown better?
Do you watch AEW? Do you watch NXT? There's a power bomb.
Get him. Lay on him. Tell him who's boss. There it is. Finally.
12 minutes.
Poor Gunther. He
it
almost
felt like
didn't
it lasted
make it.
Longer than that.
It lasted like 80 minutes.
Yeah.
Almost 80 minutes of stuff. So I was like, I don't have a fave WWE show. I like both Raw and SmackDown. Yeah? I know some people like one better than the other. Depends. What a physical match this was.
Did he get horny or something? Why does he need a cold shower after that match?
Ew, Wade Barrett does?
Yeah, he
What
said I need a
sicko.
cold shower after that one.
Jesus Christ, Wade, you sicko pants. What a pervert.
Does that mean something different in Britain? Cold showers mean something
I
different.
don't know. Does it mean something different, Ravi? Is that why Wade's all like, ooh, I need a cold shower?
After watching those two
After
men.
those two sweaty men, especially that big sweaty man with his weirdness hanging out. Cold shower. Wade Barrett needs a cold shower.
I'm going to need a cold shower after looking at that beautiful beast there.
Sophie's like, I don't know that many people that watch NXT. Robbie says, show the video, clap, clap, show the video, clap. Nah, copyright police are about, Pickle's like, only seen maybe 5 minutes of this BS. What's Bronson Reed doing on TV? He's a filler. He got a chance to go after Gunther for the IC title, right? Oh. He's not there. Oh, there he is. Like, where did he go?
Thought it was John Cena for a second.
Yes. Or choice is my Mussolman. Robbie says Cola knows. What? Why does he know? Sophie says it sounded like nobody knew who to cheer for in that match. Whatever, I knew who to cheer for. It's called Gunther. Robbie's like, what are you going on about DLS track? Oh, we were listening to Wade Barrett talk at the end of that match, and he was all like, oh, I'm going to need me a cold shower after that match between Gunther and Bronson Reed. And then Travis was like, does it not mean the same thing in Europe as it does here, getting a cold shower after? So I was asking you if, you need a cold shower after something is the same. Her zipper's coming undone. She just bullied her way into taking that mic. Oh no. So he says a couple years ago, Bronson Reed was released and was working random indie shows. Robbie says, I'm not listening to the commentary. I don't care. I just told you what they said. The Troy says, think.
Fire away.
Ew. Ew, she squashes on the Monday Night Raw.
Oh my God.
Look at him. He's like, wow.
Just the disrespect.
So silly.
Does Damien have a bra? What's going on here between his boobies?
I don't know, but I guess the Judgment Day is going after the championships again?
Yeah.
They got another chance? What the fuck? Every week this happens? It's so weird. So he's like, what happened to Travis's fave person, Jinder Mahal? I thought he was in NXT for a while.
No idea what's happening with Jinder.
So he says, is it me? Or has Bill SmackDown and Raw felt like they go by faster lately? It's just you.
Yeah, the last 2 Raws have been by pretty quick.
Tonight's not so much. Pickle's like, my goodness, that's a tiny human being. Are you talking about Jackie? You talking about Jackie in the back there?
Or are you talking about Johnny Gargano? Are you watching old stuff?
Robbie says Wade Barrett gives a bad look to English people with his dumb takes. Well, I just want to know. I was just curious. Hoi Choi from Bangladesh. You're from Bangladesh? That's
good to
cool.
see you in here.
Well, thanks for hanging out with us. That's awesome. Pickle's like, yes, just you. Yeah, clear eyes. Clear eyes. Yeah, she's not very big. She is pretty small. But then Toasty Marshmallow is really small, too. Like, she's not very tall either.
Right.
She's very tiny. Chris like, oh, Jinder Mahal theme song. So he's like, I was just asking.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind to see Jinder come back.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with him. I don't even know if he's in NXT itself. I mean, that's where he was, and he had a group, and then I think you guys talked about they let one of his people go or something.
No. Not his, no.
Jinder Mahal.
Yeah, that group's still.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, they got rid of Shanky, but he wasn't.
Oh, yeah, but he wasn't in the group for a while, so that doesn't matter.
No. He was with Jinder, but he's not anymore.
Yeah. So it says maybe Randy Orton could be the guy to dethrone Gunther.
True, if they wanted to go that route. I don't know if they want to do that with Randy. Since they got rid of his friend. They need to bring back Riddle.
For what?
Well, they were using Riddle and Randy together for a year, and then all of a sudden, Randy comes back and Riddle's gone. The whole point was to split him up. Bring him back for one match.
Bring him back for one match. Chris says it was Veer and Senga with Jinder. So he says this time most of the people that got released haven't been used on WWE TV in forever. That's usually how it should go. And then they'll reevaluate everybody, see if they can get them revamped or whatnot, and put them in different storylines, maybe change their characters or something of that nature. And if it doesn't work, they'll be let go too.
Right.
It's kind of how it goes.
Where's this at? Is this here?
What is it? What are you talking about?
Well, look, and then you'll know.
I don't know what's happening. No, it's about a payroll place.
Oh, that was a dog grooming place.
Yeah, that she's paying her people with payroll.
Do you want me to just call Petco?
No, I don't want to take him to Petco. Hoi Choi says, please, phone number. We don't have one.
What the? You want to call me?
Ravi says, did R-Truth leave or just on a break? R-Truth actually got an injury. And I'm not sure what kind of injury, but he was injured, I guess. They haven't really been... I
think little Jimmy came after him with a knife or something.
Sophie says, but Randy does have a ready-made feud when he comes back. Look who put him out in storyline, The Bloodline. Where Troy is like, Triple X. Pico's like, are you trying to hook up? Yeah. Yeah. Robbie's like, Riddle, he was never exciting. Was he Randy was carrying him? Pico's like, number is 7-1. 7-1. 484. 578.
876.
5309.
5876 5309.
Yeah, that's your business. So he says we haven't seen The Miz on WWE TV in a while. He's on all the time. What are you talking about? He was just on this week and last week.
4-way. Oh, 5-way.
Why is she all weird?
Oh!
Hey, it's Jinder, you guys! to life. Thanks.
Thank you.
Congratulations on talking about him.
Look at that leg. A ham hock.
They're bringing Tozawa into their little weird group of weird. Oh my goodness. You're late for class. Grab a dumbbell.
Grab a dumbbell, boys.
Did they have to? Because they already brought their own.
They just are dumbbells.
Exactly. Chris says, I remember when the wrestler Ashley gave out her number. Sad. She died a couple years ago. Rip.
Yeah, she did.
What happened to her? Did she get murdered?
I think it was just drugs. I can't remember, though.
Oh. Peel's like, dang. And Sophie's like, no. Do they switch the championships
Otis is
today?
trying to dance with him. He's like...
Oh, God.
How thin he is.
He's
like,
so tiny.
He's like Johnny Gargano on steroids.
Jesus Christ almighty, what the fuck? Oh my goodness.
Dallas, Texas.
But it's like, oh, look who it is. Are you talking about gender? Mm-hmm. You guys brought him up and he miraculously appeared.
Yeah, what happened? He just wanted to talk to him?
He just wanted to talk to him. He was like, we need to talk.
New tag team champions? That's dumb.
So it says Roman versus LA Knight. That will be interesting. So it says no, Ashley died of an overdose, I believe. That's what Travis said, drugs. Robbie says, oh, the Asian man is here. Pico's like Ashley and Mazzaro. Yeah, that was a terrible loss. That sounds sad. Sounds like she had some problems. Chris says Maxine looks cute tonight. And Pico says two-step to Zawa. Sophie says, did you hear about Jada Pinkett Smith and Will Smith have been separated 7 years?
Yeah, I heard all about it. I also heard that Tupac, while he was in prison for 1 month, proposed to her. The only problem with that is it's impossible.
Yeah, very impossible. And the fact that they're separated, I really just don't care. The fact that he punched somebody in the face or slapped somebody in the face because she taunted him to do it is pathetic. I think that the Smiths should be exiled from Hollywood as well.
Oh my God! That's close. Please go all the way.
Oh.
They should have just let him go. Dude, he was tackled and the guy just let him go. Obviously that guy that they just showed.
What? What do you mean he was tackled and he let him go?
Oh, he had him. Like, I don't know how he escaped. Watch this. And here, it's just a quick little pass. Now watch this. Whoop. And he gone.
He's like, here, let me swing you around so you can get slingshotted down the field a little bit.
They call it wrapping up.
That's funny.
Not just spinning people.
Peel's like, oh, back to Twitch. And Sophie says, over the past few years, we lost a lot of wrestlers at a young age. And Pico says, lo and behold, I find a stream. Guess what the tags are? I don't know. What is it? What are the tags?
Big
titties?
Is it Triple B? Big Boob Bella?
Sophie says Jada said she was in the back of the car when Tupac was getting shot.
Oh my God. That and the...
She sounds like a liar.
You think?
She sounds like she's somebody who wants attention and she's trying to make herself relevant when she's not and never will be ever. Congratulations, Jada Pinkett Smith. You have become a moron of the internet.
Wasn't she on like one of those movies? She was on a movie that I liked when I was a kid, but I can't remember what it was. Was it Boys in the Hood? Is she in Boys in the Hood?
I have no idea. I don't know what she's in, nor do I care. I think she's a terrible actress. Robbie says Indy Hartwell taking an L tonight. Indy's taking an L on next Monday. But yeah, she takes an L all the time, no matter what night it is. But yeah. Sophie says Jada said Tupac was her real soulmate, which must be a real slap in the face of Will. I don't think he cares at this point. He's retarded, and they've got 2 stupid kids, and I mean, they really didn't do well for themselves. Let's put it that way. In any way.
What's crazy is Will Smith is actually pretty intelligent as a human being. And
well, book smarts aren't always the real thing that happens for you.
I think he went through like tremendous amounts of therapy. Like if you ever hear him give speeches and stuff.
If you had to be around Jada Pinkett Smith for as long as he has, you'd have to go through a lot of therapy too.
Yeah.
Yeah, poor guy.
It's my problem.
I'm sure it is.
Been around Jada too long.
You were around Jada Pinkett Smith too much.
Give me some therapy.
You got to get the therapies. Anyways, okay, so these are the tags in the stream he found. Ready? Pickles like hello. 8 girl slumber party. English mommy milkers. Filipina IRL yoga.
Bam.
What the fuck? Chris says Becky Lynch White Christmas to face. Remember that. So he says a 5-way match. They were setting that up with Rhea.
I didn't see the 5-way. Then they decided to throw in Stark. I did say the 4-way though last week. But
yeah. Piccolo says only movies I remember her in: The Nutty Professor and one of the Matrix sequels. Robbie says
her? I guess that is her in The Nutty Professor. Huh?
Yeah. Robbie says, is the case purple, not green anymore? Oh, it's always going to be green. He got that case because of Mr. McDough gave it to him. Chris says, Piccola, all of them Twitch streams, man. And Sophie says, Jada was also an X-Men. What? Who? As who? As what character?
You're not thinking of
Halle Berry.
Halle Berry, are you?
Because that's a completely different person.
That's a smoke show.
And Halle Berry is a smoke show. Jada, not so much.
No. She's in one of those movies that I liked from my youth.
No.
Like Menace to Society. Or...
I mean, unless she played Storm in a weird one or something. Halle Berry was the one who played Storm.
Yeah, it's Halle Berry.
Piccolo
with the white hair and the white.
We all need some therapies. It's true, Piccolo. Travis says all the time, everybody needs therapy. Chris says, Piccolo, follow this one girl on Twitch by the name of Wild Latina. She gets crazy on her Twitch stream. You guys are weird. Robbie's like, Will Smith should have stayed rapping.
I put one of his songs in my Halloween playlist.
Sophie says, how did Tozawa survive the budget cuts?
Okay, so what they do in the budget cuts,
he probably doesn't make a lot of money. 9 times out of
10 is they cut people that don't do anything and that make too much money. He probably makes the minimum, and so he's not hurting them by being on the roster.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why you're seeing people like Tegan Nox and Dakota Kai and those girls still around. Johnny Spaghetti's wife. It's because they don't get paid. They're not getting paid a lot of money. This guy here, this Da Vinci guy, he probably doesn't make very much.
Yeah, stretchered.
So it's going to be Gunther against Johnny at some point?
I guess. Because I totally didn't miss that stupid Barmageddon show. So it's like, Halle Berry and Jada both look alike. I agree with Piccolo's statement on this. Wow, Sophie.
Come on.
No.
Jada, no.
I get it, Sophie, you know.
No, don't get it. You don't get it.
No.
No. Nope. There's no getting.
I mean, I don't get it. I get that you would think something of that nature, but it's not true. Because they don't look at all alike. Not even a little bit.
Halle Berry.
Like, there is no comparison. Like, it's like, that's crazy.
Halle Berry's on a different type of level, like, of all women. Like, she's at the top. There's like 5 women in history prettier than her in Hollywood.
Picola, that's fine. I will let Picola speak for me. Bet you think Sam Jackson and Lawrence Fishburne look the same. Thank you. That's it. I'm like, what?
Speaking of Lawrence Fishburne, he was the guy in the show we watched last night that got mugged in the bathroom. That's who I was trying to think of his name, but I couldn't think of it.
That's him?
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Uh-huh.
Is that? No.
I'm pretty sure.
He's the guy in Halloween, the 2007 version of Halloween, Lawrence Fishburne.
I'm pretty sure that's him.
The truck driver guy.
He was old and...
That doesn't...
He's the dad on...
You said it last night.
Boys in the Hood. He's Trey's dad.
No.
I guarantee. I mean, that's what he looks like, if that's not. Look at me being Sophie.
No, you are. Because he's the guy in the Matrix. I'm like, that's not Lawrence Fishburne.
Oh, it's not who I was thinking. Let me know. It still could be the guy that I'm thinking of.
I'm sure it's the guy you're thinking of.
Because Lawrence Fishburne is the dad on Boys in the Hood.
That's Lawrence Fishburne.
Yeah. Come on, Trey. You want to be a man? Pull the trigger.
Yeah, he's in Boys in the Hood. That's part of his stuff.
Here comes Cody! Whoa! Is the Uso coming out last, or did the Uso already come out? I don't see the Uso. Huh? Oh, no, Uso's already out there. Okay. I was tripping for a second. Oh, that's a touchdown. Cowboys.
Oh, Rob is like, Jada just needs to stop being on the internet and all socials. Just deactivate, please. That's probably a lot of people
There's so
need that.
many people right now that need to do that.
Chris says, Gunther wants that MF stretched out the building next week. Sophie says, for some reason, I thought Jada Pinkett was in X-Men. Not that I know of. I don't think she's ever been in a movie like that. But Troy is like, Triple X what? Triple X what? Sophie's like, I think Sam Jackson and Lawrence Fishburne did a movie together. I mean, they could have. Robbie's like, Ludwig is doing well tapping Tiffany Stratton these days. Jeez.
Since Sam Jackson's in every movie ever made.
It's a possibility.
There's a possibility they did one where they're in the same movie.
Pugel's like, Boys in the Hood. Yes, Lawrence Fishburne. Boys in the Hood. Robbie's like, get your eyes test, fool. Quit that jibber jabber. That too. Wait, Troy, why are we flipping people off, bud? That's not cool. Sophie's like, Jada didn't know Will was going to slap Chris Rock. Lies, but okay. That's a big fat lie. If you've ever watched the full thing, the way she looked at him, like, aren't you going to do something about that?
Yeah, because he laughed at first, and then he's like, oh, great.
Mm-hmm.
I got to go save my marriage.
Which is hilarious because they've been separated for 7 years. Why would you care? Because, like, it's crazy. I like Fishburne's filmography. He enjoys some murder thrillers and plenty of sci-fi movies. He does do different stuff. Matrix,
he has that
John
series
Wick
right now that you wanted to watch, too. It's, like, History of Weirdness.
Oh.
It's on the History Channel.
Yeah. Chris,
I have
like,
it all recorded.
Tiffany Stratton, which was, like, flipping people off with dead roses and laughing.
It's awesome.
What? Throwing out all the emojis, man. Robbie's like, Robert Downey Jr., was he a good actor ever?
Loved him in the 80s. Was weird in the 90s. He was in some pretty funny stuff. Like, he was in, like, Back to School. That was pretty funny, but he was a weirdo in it.
Yeah.
But then he did do his kind of big comeback, you know.
Yeah,
Iron
he
Man
went
and
he
that.
went off the rails with drugs and stuff, and had some problems, and he got clean and came back, and he's done really good movies. I like him in a lot of
He
movies.
was like addicted to
Sherlock
cocaine.
Holmes. I love him in that.
He was
Sherlock,
addicted to cocaine at like 11.
Yeah.
Like his parents gave him drugs and alcohol
Yeah.
when he was little.
I think he's a great actor at this point. I think he's diverse enough and he can do a lot of different stuff. So, as I said, Kofi Kingston has his own library in Ghana. That's how you say it, Ghana. So he says Sam did Jurassic Park. He sure did. He was the IT man.
Because of Nedry, and Nedry fucked it up for everybody else.
He was the IT man at the end, and then he got murdered.
What's his name? Norman or whatever?
By a raptor.
It's Nedry on there, but what's it on Seinfeld?
Newman. So he says, I like Robert Downey Jr. Pico's like, outside of Iron Man, RDJ was amazing as Chaplin. Yeah, that, the one where he did as a Chaplin. That's why I said he has become so diverse. I would say he's probably been one of the better comebacks for an actor that you've seen in a long time.
Right. Let's not pretend that his best role isn't. Who is it? Who's the best role?
I don't know. What is his best role?
Sergeant. He's a sergeant. Sergeant O'Malley or whatever. Sergeant O'Reilly. Tropic Thunder.
Oh!
That shit. He's so good at that nobody cared.
That's what I mean about his diversity in acting.
But he was so good.
Because it was a comedy movie.
That all the heat for him wearing blackface, all the heat on that, all of it, went to Ben Stiller for Simple Jack. All of it. Like, all the hate went that way.
Oh, yeah.
Downey Jr. got nothing. All of his friends in Hollywood were like, dude, that shit's the greatest.
Because he asked. I think he asked. Didn't they do like a...
No.
I thought they did an interview with him.
His mom's just like, oh, no. And anyways, he did it anyways. Shit is fantastic. But then at the end, when he's like unraveling, and he does like 3 or 4 voices in a row, and then all of a sudden he's himself, but himself is Australian.
Yeah.
Dude,
No,
it's the best
funny.
part of that whole entire movie is when he does all those voices in a row as he's just unraveling.
Mm-hmm.
Who am I? I'm a rooster illusion.
Chris says, LOL, remember Charlie Sheen winning promos? LOL, he was an addict, but I think he's doing better now. Charlie Sheen has HIV.
Does he?
And yes, he was an addict. He liked drugs and stuff. Yeah,
He
he
should
had
go to
problems.
Germany and just get healed. They heal him there.
Piccolo says, and I liked him in Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. Robert
know if I
Downey
know
Jr.
that
I haven't seen Kiss Kiss Bang. You know, I've probably seen it, but it's been so long I couldn't even tell you what it's about. So he says Samuel Jackson does every type of movie as well. Robert Downey Jr. is another actor that does everything. Piccolo says, and in Oppenheimer, he should receive Oscar nominations. Yeah, I'm sure he does really good in Oppenheimer. Yeah, it's crazy. He's just come so far from where he was. It's insane.
Is he Oppenheimer? Is he Dr. Robert Oppenheimer?
Sophie says, I like that the directors worked with the actors before so they know how to handle them, and some actors are typecasts. Ravi says, were you ever a fan of Terrence Howard?
I don't know who that is.
Terrence Howard, I think he's the guy in Iron Man that's his buddy the first time around, and then he wanted more money.
Oh. I love that dude.
I like his acting. I'm pretty sure, yeah, it's him. So I like his acting, but
I was so mad at him for not being in part 2 because he wanted
a little
just
bit,
different.
yeah, too much money.
Yeah, that irritated me.
I never watched him on TV shows like Empire or anything like that, but what I saw him in was Crash, and I really liked him in that as well. And I've seen him in a couple other things, but I don't mind Terrence Howard. I think I had to make sure it was who I thought he was. But yeah, I think he's a good actor. Pickle's like, what do you mean? Give me an example, Sophie. Says Morgan Freeman is an actor that worked with every actor. Pickle's like, most of the 80s Brat Pack went through their drug abuse. They did. Most of them did.
I don't know if he was in the Brat Pack.
He wasn't.
He's not that. He wasn't popular.
Sophie says, like, some actors play the same type of role in every movie. Pickle's like, no, that's Cillian Murphy that plays Oppenheimer. Sophie says, your thoughts on Rob Lowe. Sophie, the guy never ages.
Fucking Rob Lowe. He's the shit. Like, he's the pinnacle of maleness.
Sophie's like, Michael Caine officially retired. You mean Sir Michael Caine? Just kidding. Pickle says, RDJ played this politician. Don't know his name. Oh, okay. So he played a politician in the Oppenheimer movie, and yeah.
Who played Oppenheimer?
Some guy named Cillian Murphy.
Oh, I've never heard of him.
We're watching the tag titles match right here, guys, with Cody and Jay against the Judgment Day people again.
Judgment Day.
They're trying to get those belts back, I guess.
They just want their belts. Maybe we can luck out and Jinder Mahal and his boys come out.
Oh, no, it's Tom.
Uh-oh, this is how you lose. Cody's too good, though. Hit him with that Cody cutter.
He knew he was coming for him.
Crossroads.
Don't need no man in the chat. Says, hi, hello. Sophie says, Rob Lowe, Tom Cruise, Robert Downey Jr., and John Stamos never seem to age.
Yeah.
I guess, yeah. I would have to say that Rob Lowe's way top tier in that no aging group.
Yeah.
I feel like...
Well, and plus he's
I
so
feel
much
like
older.
John Stamos and Robert Downey Jr. have aged, but they've aged well.
Distinguished.
And I think that Rob Lowe has had work done. He's just had it done very strategically so that he doesn't look like he's had work done, but he probably has.
Right.
Because there's no way anybody his age would have that flawless of skin. I don't care who you are. I don't care how well you took care of it. I don't care what you ate and what you did.
Oh!
There's no way.
Big clothesline by Finn.
Pickle's like, some guy, Thomas Shelby. Somebody says, maybe this will be the final match between these two teams. And Pickle says, the Scarecrow and Batman begins. I was like, where did Tom Green go? He was once popular. Oh, God, barf,
dude.
No.
I don't know. I mean, he was with Drew
Barrymore
for a while. I think they got married, so that might have ruined his career. She's definitely a powerhouse family in Hollywood.
Sophie says Jamie Foxx is another actor that doesn't look his age.
Yeah. I like him.
I'm not going to say anything because I'll get in trouble.
Yeah, Jamie Foxx is something else. He's a good dude. Hopefully he's better and back to working.
Pickle says that's what happens when you sell your soul to the devil. Is that it, Pickle? Is that what it is? I thought... So, you're telling me that Christopher Walken has all their souls? I just learned this weekend that Christopher Walken's the devil.
He is the devil.
Like, literally the devil.
Like,
walking amongst us.
He glides.
So, says Tom Green was an oddball.
So weird.
You think?
Road trip.
Screwing dead moose or whatever it was he did.
Oh my god. My butt is on a moose. My butt is on a moose.
Robbie says that singer John Legend, he doesn't age.
I've heard of that guy, but I don't know who it is.
Yeah.
Is he the one that's with that Tegan girl that was on that contest show?
Yeah, that's him. He actually used to sing and be like kind of popular, and then he let his wife ruin his life. So
I wouldn't have listened to that type of music. But
Pickle says nope, no Fountain of Youth. So he says Tom Cruise is old, but he don't look old, and he still does his own stunts.
He does, and he bonds himself for those stunts. Hey, that's a turnover. Oh, wait, they didn't pick it up. Oh, they still didn't pick it up. Oh, they still didn't pick it up. Why wouldn't you just grab the ball?
It's slippery like a little pig.
No, it's not.
It's slippery like a little pig.
It is a little pig.
I know, it's slippery like one too.
Yeah, that was a legit play. You can do that.
Ew.
It looked like interference, but it's not interference because he pushed the defender or the blocker into the ball guy, which is fine. It's just you can't touch him.
Right. Sophie says Tom Green did lose a nut on live TV. Wasn't Tom Green married to Drew Barrymore at one point? Yeah, Travis just said it. Yeah. That's what we just said. It's glad that you listen. Robbie says, would it be worth it for Bruce Willis to make a comeback? Bruce Willis has dementia, Robbie.
Bruce Willis doesn't have a...
The fact that they're forcing him to still do movies, and I have read some stuff about that, it's pretty sad and disgusting. Like, the fact that his family is allowing it to happen is gross as fuck.
Well, we see it with the presidency.
I get that. But I'm saying it's gross as fuck. Like, I'm not saying it's good with the presidency. I'm saying it's gross. Like, it's disgusting.
No,
that people do that to people. Like, Bruce Willis has dementia. Like, they have come out and said it. And the fact that they push him to do movies and he has no idea, he literally has to be babysat the whole time. And he's just there and he's done so many D movies and he's just a person in the movie.
He's like a prop, yeah.
He's a prop. It's disgusting.
It's too bad.
It's fucking disgusting. They're fucking disgusting what they're doing. So he says, Rob Lowe, he looks good for his age and you can't tell that he is 60 years old. Pico's like, for 30 minutes, I just noticed I'm on the Espanol MNF. Yeah? Were you learning some Spanish words while you were watching it? You're like, I learned some Spanish while I was there. It was good. Good time. Learned some football terms in Spanish. I'm going to talk to my friends about it later. Just kidding. I was like, what? Dementia? No way. Oh, Robbie, you're so funny. So he's like, Rob Lowe is 59 years old. And Pico's like, yeah, very unfortunate. Yeah, it's gross what they've done with him. And the fact that they kept it a secret. Dude, that's what's even more fucked up. Like, they kept it a secret and were forcing him to do these moves. Like, no, it's fine, yeah. Oh, well, you just have to do this with him. And, oh, you just have to do this with him. And stuff like that. And the directors are like, what are you talking about? Like, yeah. The interviews and stuff, like, of people that I was reading about it, yeah, bad. Sophie says, I expect Sylvester Stallone to follow his best friends, Bruce Willis and Arnold, to retirement. Whatever. Stallone's got all of his faculties.
Expendable 17. It's too good of a movie.
Yeah, he's going to be like 90 out there with his walker doing it. What are you talking about?
Pass interference on the
Pickle's like about Bruce. I love his run of movies. He's the everyman. I know, right? I was a big Bruce Willis fan, by the way. I really enjoy his movies. Die Hard.
That's
the 3.
No, Finn kicked out of that.
Sophie says it seems like actors have a certain age till they want to retire. And Bobby says, Dee, did you think Condon looks good for his age? I don't look at him, so I wouldn't know. I was like, Dee, I wasn't laughing about it. I genuinely didn't know. Oh, I thought you were being sarcastic. The way you worded it was completely sarcastic. I was like, dude, yeah, not funny. Yeah, he does, Robbie. So there's no coming back for him. Like, at all. Like, unless they find some drug that literally fixes dementia in their brains, you know, and he can take it and get better.
They can put the chip in him. I mean, I know they're getting close with that.
But, no. If anything, they should just let the poor dude rest at this point. Just live life and family and stuff.
Meeting new nice people every day.
Right? Meeting nice people every day. Sophie says, what was your fave Bruce Willis movie?
Bruce Willis movie. I'm trying to remember if there's one that I like. I know I like Die Hard 2. I like the one that he did with the guy from Friends where he was like a mafia guy, hitman.
The whole 9 yards?
Yeah, that one wasn't bad. The Last Boy Scout was so corny. Oh my god, that
I
movie.
actually like that movie.
It was the first
The
movie
reason why I
ever
like that
owned.
movie is because I got my first fat joke from that movie.
Yeah.
I thought it was funny.
Yeah, I had that movie on the DVD, and it had like the box that opened. I still have it. That
Yeah.
was the first DVD.
The
I
cardboard
ever
part
owned.
that
Yeah.
opens.
I had that for Christmas one year.
Yeah.
I don't know who thought I would like it, but probably because it had football in it. It was dumb. That's Halle Berry.
Had a what's his face in it? What did you think it was going to be? Fabulous?
Halle Berry's
Yes,
in it.
Halle Berry is in it for
and she's a
5.5
stripper.
seconds.
You can't put your foot on that rope.
Yes, thanks, Picola. Because for some reason, whenever I get asked these questions, I can never think of the movies. I can think of the parts he played, but never the movies. But besides Die Hard, never seen Looper. 16 Blocks I have seen. I've only seen it once. Fifth Element, love it. Death Becomes Her.
okay.
That one is really good.
Yeah.
Hostage, haven't really seen that one. Lucky Number 11, really good
Just
movie.
watched
Love
that
that
the other
movie.
day.
Sin City, love that one as well. Yes. Yes, a lot of those are in my tops of fucking Bruce Willis movies.
Yeah, so it's probably definitely Die Hard would be the best one for me. I
There's
like
an
part
old
2.
one that he goes on, and it's it's like Blind Date or something like that. That's pretty good too, from like the 80s or something.
He was on a TV series, like Moonlighting or something.
Maybe that was the name of the movie. Just kidding, I don't know. I just thought it was Blind
Yeah,
Date
he
or
was with
something like
that girl with the weird name, like Silverstone or whatever. She was the blonde that was kind of pretty. What was her name?
I don't know which one you're talking about.
Think
Blonde
of-
was kind of pretty.
Yeah, in the 80s. I think she's... You ever seen the movie where... No, that's not her, I don't think. She has a weird name. Think of weird name women in the 80s.
Daryl Hannah.
Close, but no. I know, but she is weird, so that you're getting
And
close.
she's a blonde, so I
Right.
mean, you know, she was
She
in.
was older though.
Oh. In the 80s, she was older?
Yeah,
Fuck, I
not
know.
old though, but older.
I don't know.
She was older than he was.
Jey Uso, motionless. Oh no, Finn might get him. Oh,
They got
they
the
lost.
titles back.
They got their titles back thanks to Jimmy, huh?
Jimmy cracked corn.
Jimmy helped him get it back.
Well, that's what Roman told him to do, anyways. on
Interesting.
Friday.
To help him get it back. Huh. Weird. Interesting. Alrighty then. Sophie's like, Jack Nicholson also retired, and Sophie says, remember how big Planet Hollywood was? Yeah. Sophie also says look who's talking when he voiced as a baby. Meh. People's like, what's your fave Jack Nicholson movie, Sophie? Sophie's like, I don't know that many Jack Nicholson movies except one of the Batman movies. The Shining, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. There's a few. Jack Nicholson.
Sybil Shepherd.
Sybil Shepherd. Okay.
Yeah. I knew it was a weird name.
Yeah. People's like, Robbie's like, who's funniest? Owen Wilson, Kevin Hart, or Will Ferrell? They're all so different in their comedy routines, Robbie. I couldn't tell you. Moonlighting. Yeah, that's the show. It's not a TV show, though. It's a movie, isn't it?
No, it's a TV show.
Was it?
It was on for a few years.
Are you sure? Huh.
Yeah. 5 seasons.
Blind Date. I'm pretty sure it's called Blind Date.
Who were the comedians?
Owen Wilson, Kevin Hart, or Will Ferrell?
Stand-up is Kevin Hart. And just comedy is Will Ferrell. Like, just movies.
Yeah. Who's funniest? Sophie says, out of all those movies, I have seen 2 of them. The Fifth Element was a fun watch. Pico says the Spanish commentary is pretty hype. It is pretty hype, actually. Feels like it's on Sybil Shepherd. Sophie says, remember the show that Bruce Willis started? Moonlighting is on Hulu now. Now, how do we get Roman versus Cody and Jay versus Jimmy now? I don't know. It'll probably happen at some point. Anyways, everybody, that's the end of the show. It looks like the tag titles are off of Jay and Cody. I mean, short run. That's weird,
That's
but
good, though.
it's good. I thought it would maybe happen a little bit later, but
And then with Jinder in the back with those two big guys, that might flip the titles real fast.
or they might have some people to go up against with Judgment Day, which will be good. Anyways, but we'll be back on Wednesday. Everything's back to normal this week. Wednesday for AEW Dynamite. So hopefully you guys will be able to join us then. Have a great start to your week, everybody.
And thanks for watching Wrestling Gap. Bye-bye.